This stream, or is it broken? Because I can't see it in the playback. So, worried. Wait, no, it's happening. I think. God, it's laggy as hell. What the fuck is happening? Jesus, there we go. It's good. I finally see it. Jeez Louise. YouTube is implementing new features like raiding, or should I say something? We're gonna call it a push, because that's how it should be called. Anyways, okay. Also, can you guys hear the game at all? Let me just see. Is it muted? It is muted. Not any of that. There we go. Beautiful, lovely, jubbly. That's going. The stream is happening. Brilliant. We're good. We're good, boys. Just 1 second. One of these. And then this. Get the cursor out of the way. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? It makes more sense from over there. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? We are in hotfix land. If you guys didn't see the video uploaded a couple hours ago, if not an hour ago, it's us talking about the new hotfix. Essentially, buffs to Clawbringer as well as Stavomancer, specifically with Executioner's Blade. I have not seen anything yet. I've been editing the whole day. But I am actually very curious to see what they did with the SwordSplosion, because by far that was, to me, the most interesting thing. Is they seem to have reworked it entirely, giving it like 200 more fire rate, a crazy more amount of projectile speed, stuff like that. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the few weapons that actually might, maybe, scale off of melee damage when you detonate its blade pop. And that maybe is a way that we can do ranged melee damage, which is, I made a video already that I have to upload eventually. It's me just ranting about the hellish nightmare that is melee builds, and how there's like not very good answers for what the problems that melee builds face. And I don't know if there's still any of those answers. Executioner's Blade kind of was somewhat an answer to that, but hopefully Executioner's Blade in combination with this should work out. Also, Torg weapons across the board got a 30% damage buff. So this one got, I think, a 40-something% damage buff because he got like a 19% buff, something and such. Some such thing, is what I'm meaning to say. But yes. Fluff says, also, what's good, Fluff and Lone Singer? Hopefully you're doing okay, Fluff. Fluff says, went out for my mom's birthday dinner the past Sunday. Unfortunately, the sushi place we traditionally go to is closed on Saturdays. Thankfully, we still got her birthday platter on Monday. Nice! Yeah, man, that's always nice. Who cares about the days that happen? It's just about having the experience and having the coming together aspect, right? But that's awesome. Hope you're doing good. Fluff says, and whilst I'm unsure if it's actually finally passed, I have little to no kidney pain today. Do you think you would have seen it? Or maybe you just corroded that bitch down to paste, to powder, and just outside of your shit. Golly, Fluff. Also, what's good, Lone Singer? Lone Singer says, what's up, GRINN? How are you? You 100%. How are you today? Wait, are you 100%? No, absolutely not. I'm about 80%. I still feel like that cloak of sickness, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest, I'm such a person who's governed by, like, consistency. Like, of all the values I have, consistency is probably, like, the highest one I value. So even though last stream, I wanted to throw in the towel probably, like, the hour mark. I started to overheat, and I just started to go, oh, fuck. But I kept going, and we got there. But if that ends up being this stream, hopefully, you guys forgive me. It's not my intention, it's just, I still feel, I haven't been sick in a good bit, and haven't been exercising. I'm trying to get more sleep lately. That's also kind of cascaded in my sleep schedule being a nightmare. So yeah, but also one thing it says, Ghostblade buff sucks and hardly noticeable. I am sad. Wait, Ghostblade only got a buff by 19%. It was Executioner's Blade that got a 50% bump. But Ghostblade only got a buff of 19%. But yeah, to me, I would think it's not that great. But I feel like Ghostblade, depending on the build and the weapons that you have, could be pretty sizable. Oh, also, on the off chance that does anybody have a Ragnarok that is either cryo or a dark magic? I know I've said this once before, and someone gave me an amazing dark magic version of the Ragnarok sword, but it happened to have vampire on it. So with the weird nightmare hell that melee weapons are currently in, you need like 100% base damage dealt to be going in order for you to deal any damage. Like you'll see on just about everyone's build, it's rough. if your shield's not broken, it's pain. So yeah, but there was a 50% buff to one thing. So I want to test a couple things. First of all, I want to test the SwordSplosion, which we currently have in hand. I want to test the Hawk weapon, which apparently got a little bit of a size up, which is nice. And I want to test the Executioner's Blade in combination with probes, electric coils, basically constantly detonating them, seeing if that can hit even remotely hard, because it's taking more from your melee weapon than before. And I wonder if they did more stuff with it, because I think one of the biggest problems with melee is that weapons like Ragnarok, which should do amazing damage because they're technically like hitting twice, their ranged projectile is like neutered in comparison to their base hit. Like it's not getting the same scaling. And if they tweaked that, then that actually would be pretty good. Not only would this hit twice with the damage that it deals, but also you'd be able to solve one of the only problems that melee has, which is what happens when there's a wyvern above your head and you're just screwed. Granted, this might also fix that problem. And maybe Executioner's Blade will now be in the proper alignment to where actually they can deal sufficient damage like they were doing before Chaos level 35. Because Chaos level 35 ruined everything. But yeah, also let me change my sword back to good old faithful wherever you are. Not that one, not that one. Is it this one? Yes, that one. Beautiful. Okay, so this is Ragnarok, or sorry, this is the SwordSplosion, and it's also ×3. I want to see how fast the projectile speed actually is. That's pretty instant. That's pretty like, yeah, that is instant. Okay, how fast can it fire? Oh, you got a button smash. Oh, it fires immediately. Yeah, okay, this seems pretty cool now. It feels way more better. Way more better. But anyways, let's see if it actually can make a dent. Now, granted, my build, with the way you kind of have to build your character in this game, at least when it comes to melee, you can't kind of exactly go melee, melee, melee. You kind of have to go elemental, a little bit of melee, elemental again, because of just the way there's not too many stacking melee things, you know? I was hoping there'd be a Stabomancer thing that has like that, but unfortunately no dice. We'll also do this, hopefully make this person cryo, and then start sticking them up, and then summon a blade. The blade is, it's, you know, it's okay. It feels great. Whether the weapon can perform in a way is some. Does anybody know if, I thought the Executioner's Blade scaled off of melee, so like the actual blade itself can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what we could maybe do is we also have a version of the SwordSplosion that is not ×3, but also, one thing that they said as well is they said that the blade could spawn with a new hilt, was it? Like a handle. So it basically made it sound like that. I'm not sure if the handle is tied to like the. We can actually see if we go to inspect. If we go to parts. What does the handle do? The grip. Yeah, okay, so I think... Is that what they meant? I think the handle controls how many projectiles you have. So if we look at a weapon that is one of the best shotguns in the game, which is this, if we look at its handle, you guys can see that it has a handle that is... oh no, this one has sway. Okay, so yeah, probably not. So I thought that like they basically gave this thing the ability to have like... Yeah, projectiles per shot, 35. If you could get 35 on SwordSplosion, that'd be pretty huge. I don't think that's what's happened, but it is what it is. But I just want to see how that is with cryo, because we are buffing a good bit of cryo. And it's also awesome to see the SwordSplosion can actually come with like an element and some of those other things. So we have melee damage here, we have elemental damage here, and we have melee damage here. So yeah, we should have been gaining our special melee attack thing. Let's also make it too sticky. Stop running from me. Why are you doing that? I've never seen you be this antsy. Weird. We'll do this. Stack up a couple of these things. Yeah, the fire rate is really nice. Actually, not the worst, especially with the cryo that we deal. It's not the worst. We can do this more. I still don't know if it's gonna be. Actually, again. Well, give me a minute. Let me stack them all up. Let me see. Can I kill you with this? Yeah, see, that was barely able to take down one of those people. That makes me like, I don't know if this can basically make it so that we can have ranged melee like I was hoping. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's fine. Also, this is level 35. This is the boss. But even still, like our melee alone is doing better than that. And melee is actually in quite a bad place. So why are you still running? Why are you running so, like, yeah. It's like they gave the enemies more of the freakish, like, get out of dodge, run. Fluff says normally they require you to visit on the day of a day to order qualify for the extra birthday platter, but since they are closed on Sundays nowadays, it was a justified expectation. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, it's a weird like trying to get a deal with this. Gotcha. Fluff says, and yeah, that is why what I'm guessing. I've been taking something called a stone breaker, so it may have dissolved it down. Jesus, that sounds horrifying. But I guess the next thing that they did is they buffed this weapon, which is the Hawk, which honestly I don't know if like this should, again, there's so many weapons that should do melee, they should do companion, they should do ability, they should do spell, but alas, I don't know if this one is it. I do know that they increase this thing's fire rate, which feels passive, if anything. What happens if you detonate? Oh, it makes little tiny baby racks that hunt everybody else. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Has a low magazine, but not bad. I think this is also a shotgun. So, you know, yeah, what the fuck. Anyways, we'll do this, and then this. Granted, we're kind of built to do a lot of elemental with a little bit of, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one's maybe good if you're not fighting a boss, but kind of that's the whole thing of Endgame. So let's go do sticky. I just see a bunch of tiny little, yeah, I'm not sure if, Torgs are fun, like they look cool. I don't know if they're scalable. They probably are, but not with the build that I'm currently running where it's like melee. I'm sure if you haven't had an elemental build, it would be pretty decent. But this is what I truly want to see. I want to know if there's a way, because right now with the build we currently have, we do actually sufficient damage. Like we can nuke most things. It's the problem that we end up hitting ourselves with, is we don't, how do I put it? We basically, when it comes to range enemies, you're kind of stuck. Like as long as you have this weapon that's kind of holding melee on its shoulders, you're okay. You can kind of get by, especially with the healing that we get from other things. We're good to go. But I want to see whether we can have an answer to our problem of like these like ranged enemies. Also, the HUD is so shit, man. I wish. Oh my god, I wish they could nail that, because Jesus Christ, like I don't think, yeah, this is actually a sword, but it looks like a melee weapon. Anyways. And if you're a person like me who finds things visually through profile pictures, this is hell. This is absolute hell for me. I'm just gonna save quit again until it fixes itself. Shit. Lone Singer says, I thought it was 10. 10. Oh, probably. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know the exact buff to Ghostblade. The buff to Ghostblade is 10, so not much to note. Yeah. I'll check what I have. I check what I have. Okay. I think I have a better sword explode. Do you? Hot damn. I was hoping that this. I still don't know. I thought that's how the SwordSplosion worked. Is that the blade itself, that when you detonate all your things, it counts as melee damage. But we were buffing on action skill start melee damage. We have this, so we were buffing that. We also have the more melee damage instances you hit, the more damage you're dealing. Maybe that's the way what we could try meleeing a bunch and then hitting them with detonating the swords. Maybe see if that has any bite. I want to use the one that has. Yeah, this. Nope, not that one. Where is it? I have one of those that basically has. This one, yeah, has a dark magic heal, because that'll heal me. Also, we need to switch our necklace. I just want to see if Executioner's Blade is in a better place now. Frost damage, sure, can help us with our melee attack. Why not? Also, what is good, Red? What is good, Luke? Luke says, hello, friendly streamer. Hello, Luke. How are you? Foregrip part. The patch notes specified that SwordSplosion can now get foregrip, not grip parts. What's the foregrip mean? What's that foregrip? What does foregrip do? Is anyone smart enough to know what parts of weapon make up what? Because I'm not. But I would appreciate anyone who could explain. You're doing fine, I guess? Oh, I hope you were doing better, Luke. Let's do this. And we'll fill this person up with a bunch of these. This will start summoning ghost blades. It's okay. You know, it's not ideal, but we can start meleeing and kind of make up the difference a little bit. But yeah, the Executioner Blade buff doesn't feel like it kind of addresses the scaling of 35. Yeah, man. Maybe it does. Maybe okay, I don't know. I think like this weapon does good damage and attacks quickly. Maybe if we slapped on a higher base damage weapon, we'd be able to melt a little bit better. This one's, yeah, primordial. Same thing. Should be pretty damn good. Let's run it. Do I have a cryo version of that? I don't think I do. We could take the on action skill, get cryo damage. I think they take the element bonus. We'll try that. Also, it has echo, so that should be even better. We'll run it one more time and see if having a heavier base damage weapon can trigger the ghost blades to have higher base scaling, and I think they also gain some weird things. So yes, Fluff says foregrip, a grip on the front part of the gun, stabilizer commonly without a trigger. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's not necessarily like it's probably like a fire rate thing, not like a get extra projectiles thing. Because if SwordSplosion could get like 7 projectiles, then it would start getting excessive, because it would start benefiting from what Torg benefits from on a base, which is stacking a bunch of pellets onto someone and detonating them all at once. Does a lot of damage. Do this, and then this, quickly, and then this, go. It doesn't seem like there's much of a difference, I guess. We are able to like fill a bunch of, things there, but we gotta start meleeing, and then eventually we'll cut through a little bit. We gotta take a break, stack up a bunch more bullets, and do this again. There we go. Now, funny thing is this is no longer even close to a metric that we can judge things on, because people in the Chaos Chambers make this guy look like a toddler, which, great. Also, what is this? Elemental damage is increased by 20% of the damage type last taken. Boeing FIP? I've never seen that before. Weird. Very weird. But I think we've tested everything we needed to do. Granted, this build is, well, no, it should be fine. Yeah. I don't have a gun build, but I don't know if all of them scale off of gun damage. Yeah. Also, I don't know of any of the weapons that we just showcased which are in fact legendary and are harder to attain. Well, maybe not harder to attain because, yeah. But this is still a weapon that exists, which is a ×18 weapon that shoots 1 bullet and you instantly reload because it has fast reload speed 2. And yeah, I was also testing this. It's not great. It's okay. It's an idea I had. It wasn't actually had any steam. Yeah. What's good, Red says, hey, Lone Singer says it's still only a pistol and an SMG meta with a bit of an assault rifle row, and even now, every now and then, yeah. So it's definitely a weird time. To me, I just dislike. Again, I feel like a lot of the problems in the game could be fixed with just taking some weapons and scaling them off of what do you call it? Spell damage, scaling them off of melee damage. But it doesn't seem like there's many things that do that, and if they are, they're like I feels like a lot of the legendaries are on different pages. Like the people who are like optimizing things are on completely different sides of the spectrum. Yeah, and it's touch frustrating. I'll be honest. It's kind of like, what the fuck's your problem? Let's go to the Murder Church and see if the SwordSplosion is good for ad control, because right now, leaving a little bit to be desired. Granted, not really. I actually don't mind. I don't mind it. But yeah, but yes. Let's go to Murder Church. Luke says, until skill scaling with Chaos, raw pure damage and damage scaling is even better for that any skill. What do you mean, Luke? Luke says, until skills scaling with Chaos. Oh, are you saying like until they start doing like mayhem scaling skills in the same way they could do it for chaos scaling skills within that, it's not going to be. I agree. I agree a lot. And you can tell that some of the skill trees are kind of built with that in mind. It seems like a lot of things are like increases all damage that an enemy takes. Like, so it's like, it still like allows your weapons to kind of help in that, like, so as your weapons keep dealing damage, and this can kind of keep performing. But I don't know. I know so many people who are just like, what the fuck? Like, I thought this was Gearbox is kind of addressing Executioner's Blade, which Executioner's Blade was a part of a lot of builds that people loved. And as soon as Chaos 35 happened, Chaos Blades hit an enemy and you're going like, like it's just nothing, like no damage. So a build that everyone was loving, you just slap a bunch of probes into an enemy and you start seeing these spectral blades go foo, 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 foo. And you're like, holy shit. That's awesome. But no dice, exactly. Maybe this is, well, I don't know, because like the only thing that I think that could help is this, like that little tether like chain does more damage. Yeah. So sorry, that will detonate Ghost Blades or Executioner's Blades, sorry, and that can benefit from this, but that only makes this weapon stronger, which doesn't really help the ranged damage game. Damage game. Fluff says, I figured the Foregrip in Wonderlands can offer handling, reload speed, and projectile speed. Well, projectile speed would be cool, although it seems like we already have pretty high projectile speed. Thanks to a few different methods of money scrunching, I will be able to secure a Kickstarter backer pledge to a game a friend of mine informed me about the other day or two before the window ended. Interesting. Okay. That's awesome. What kind of game is it? And also picked up another game on Steam. Nice, man. Yeah, it's perfect. I love that. Even if you're doing better, like you're just cooking, still people who take care of their money. Like, you know what I mean? They're careful. They're not like fucking like crazy. Okay, bad habits. Luke says, I have a different opinion. What do you mean? Skills are garbage. No, it's not. We don't disagree. We don't disagree at all, Luke. I think skills, I think that their attempt is to make them scale in such a way. I don't think they're doing anything, for what it's worth. To me, the one thing that I have a video coming out that's me ranting, like bad. it's the streams are bad. But basically it's just the idea that I think like Gearbox is making okay, just to be like kind, I guess. I really, really, really hope that Gearbox in the future, very, very soon, answers these 3 questions. We need to be able to do ranged melee damage. It's not an option. You have so many bosses, the end game, there's like wyvern enemies, like it is lost on me that wasn't found in playtesting. Like, well, wait, there's a wyvern. My whole build is based on melee damage. We literally have 2 skill trees that are functioning on melee damage as a groundwork base. And people were like, yeah, the wyvern that we fucking can't attack, we don't need any solution to that. Like, it's just insane to me. And then people might say, well, then you need to build 2 types of things. Gun damage, spell damage, or whatever, something to couple with melee damage, right? Wrong, because you can't build 2, one or the other. At least you could have when you're at Chaos level 25. When you're at Chaos level 35, you have to be stupidly high investment into one. If you try to be a little of both, and also they nerfed the ability for you to take the 50% of whatever attribute you have invested in and funnel it into your other ones. That doesn't work. They nerfed it down to 35, which I actually don't think was too bad. As long as there in the future is going to be an answer to how the hell do you hit an enemy at range. And again, so Executioner's Blade used to be a kind of an answer to that, except not really. It's still kind of a shitty answer, all things considered, but yeah, let's just see if this is good for Moppy. And now let's reload. That did nothing. What? We'll load up a bunch of these again, and now we'll reload. Well, that's the good news. Hey, I didn't think about that. We could try that. So every single time we do melee damage or something, we're able to regenerate our thing, and then we went down for some reason, and we have like 5k or 10k health in total. Awesome. Luke says, my answer is flying enemies is claw hammer. Luke, you're on almost a 5 second, more than that, a cooldown. So you're just gonna throw a hammer. I doubt that thing one-shots bitches. So you're gonna throw it, hurt it a little bit, and then sit there like, like what? Do you not feel like an asshole just sitting there like, whoa. Oh wait, things are time gated kinda, and we're just killing time waiting here. Fucking kill me. I feel like that's awful. What's going, Little Savage? Little Savage said, hey, Grin, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We're looking at the new Buffmeister, or SwordSplosion, whatever. It's fine. It seems, it could be good. Maybe it's just the build that I have going that doesn't work despite, you know, us having a bunch of elemental damage, a bunch of melee damage, which I think this sticky detonates with melee damage. I could be wrong on that. I'm hoping somebody will come out of the woodworks and be like, that's correct, or that's false. But no one's done it yet, so I'm worried. We also have a weapon that gives you a shit ton of frost damage. So whenever we activate an action skill, this thing is going to be doing that much more frost damage. So yeah, but I do want to see something in conjunction with the idea that you're going to be like embedding a bunch of stickies into an enemy. And potentially every single time we do melee damage, we're going to be regenerating our clip. Can we just hyper stack a shit ton of like stickies onto this boss and like wreck him? I don't know if it's possible. We could see. It'd be a weird way of doing a build because you'd still need to contact with melee weapon damage. Odd. Anyways. Red says, lol, I suppose I like to work I've done, and apparently thousands of people have too, that I have downloaded by my... Nice! Oh, you didn't tell us about it, man. You gotta fucking at me on the Discord or some shit. I know it's probably perverted, but I don't care. It's still something like a person spent time and effort in. Luke says, in Borderlands 3, the pre-sequel, and the characters are powerful with any gun, but in 2 and in Wonderlands, we don't use skills with exception to Stabbo. Example, no one uses sheep skill or claw capstone or clawbringer capstone. Yeah, no, I agree. I see what you're saying, yeah. Also, to me, there were always, like, answers. Like, there was some guy in the background of playtesting when it comes to build creation that was like, this doesn't work. Like, Zero, as much as it's clunky, you could fucking fly at an enemy, and you would be able to reach them. Like, hey, an enemy's up in the air flying, you activate Discord, which you only ever need to fight... get in the air a couple times, not Discord, doppelganger, or clone, whatever you want to call it. You would activate that, and then you would like fucking hunt this motherfucker in the sky, like just like fly as Zero. But you'd be able to kill the enemies in the air. Same thing with Athena. Athena just would pop out her shield and throw that shit. I think I'm gonna have to try to see if I can do this spinny blade thing working, but I feel like we're gonna lose damage in other ways. But that might be how we have to do it. And I hate that we're gonna have to disband or not use the Krieg meta thing, which is, you know, disgusting. I want to use Krieg, or try Reaper of Bones, but alas, it may not be possible. But anyways, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll start stacking up a bunch of these, and then we'll start meleeing you. Give me back my clip, and then we'll do more of these. And then we'll do more melees, and then we'll just keep stacking. We can put a couple more, and more. And now we'll detonate them. I think they actually went away. I mean, they detonated eventually. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well. That was neat. That was great. But you know. What's good? Carzilla says, hey, Grin. Remember, I do, man. I love me Battleborn. Wish they brought it back. I think it would do well. Granted, Overwatch 2 is coming out. Put that shit on ice a little bit until that game flops, and then, yeah, bring it back. The Kickstarter was the Animal Crossing-esque game from the group company called Fluff Nest, and the game is called Puff Pals instead of Inside Skies. Try not to laugh too much. I think I don't know. I don't really infer too much from Puff Pals, but yeah, awesome. You into it? Hell yeah, back that shit. Luke says, my answer for flying is Cloudbringer. Yeah, Lightning Hammer is one of the best solutions for melee builds. Having Stabbo and Berserker are much stronger melee builds. I still don't know, man. Have you guys been able to drop a Flying Wyvern on Chaos level 35? Is that a thing? With a hammer? Because I feel like you just throw it and it would like bink off the enemy and you'd be like, oh, fucking shit. And you'd be waiting for 5 seconds in order for it to come back. Maybe not. Luke says, no, not one shot, but I'm a claw Stabbo, and the dot kills. Oh, at least there's that. Okay, that's kind of cool. Even at Chaos level 35, you still are able to do this? Interesting. Fluff says, and it does both melee and ability damage, can proc multiple effects, along with the capstone. Interesting. And yes, lightning dot is no slouch. I don't cap my tree because it's garbage. just doesn't do enough damage. That's fair. My answer is range to range enemies is to play Borderlands 2 out of spite. Honestly, Tron, that's fair. That's what, hey, hopefully they see the engagement drop a little bit, although I don't think that'll do much, honestly. I think, yeah. These are the same people who, like, you know, they're like, hey, nobody bought the Krieg DLC, Engage DLC characters. Instead, they just, you know, didn't do that, despite every single video of highest quantity of viewership was always Krieg and Engage, and then followed closely behind by Maya, not even the strongest character in the game, which was Salvador. Anyway. Red says, right, my bad, I've been losing in my work. I've been lost in my work. Lost track of time more than usual. That's fair. Claw too angry to fight. Abbott says, this is the shoddy I've been waiting to test today. Ooh, yeah, man. What do you call it? This, the SwordSplosion? It might be better, but I mean, I probably don't have the right build for it, but I'm kind of building for a lot of elemental, like, passive damage, because you kind of have to be, because there's only, like, 3 skills that give you, like, melee damage, which is bullshit, but anyway. I wanted to test one more thing. Let's go and swap out this. How is this, because all Torg weapons got a buff, and this one is notoriously for being, like, really, really good. Granted, we're not doing a lot of, like, damage things. Like, we're not buffing, we're buffing cryo damage with our artifacts and stuff like that, but we don't have a lot of built-in damage procs within this. But maybe this will work out, who knows? Break our fingers, all that diff. Put it on sticky, and then the good news is that this sword does detonate a shit ton of ghost blades, because it does count as gun damage, and you have like 18 procs constantly happening, and I think this guy's just ripping me up. Just ripping me up. Honestly, it's proving to be okay. I think we're mainly benefiting from the amount of sword procs that this thing does, but it's something. Anyways, every single time we shoot, we have at least get 1 Executioner's Blade, which is pretty nice. But again, it's kind of better to do this and to just melee. Also, that's the cool thing, when we reload, we get like a pulse like that, because that's an enchantment that we have on this, which is neat, very gimmicky, not good for anything else besides, like, you know, kind of fun. It pulls enemies around like they're made of paper, which is funny, but that's about what it is. You know, it's not about whether a build does good damage, guys. It's just whether you're having a good time. You know? Say that to Chaos level 35 chambers, not being able to get past them. Anyways, Terrence says, hey, it's just Jones from, what's good, Jones? Yeah, what's good, man? How have you been? Let me catch up on this. Plus, the Wyvern Companion has killed plenty of mesty foes from... Oh, I see. Oh, so you got your Wyverns kicking some ass? Okay. Where are you? You do nothing, you stupid little lich. Okay. You are pathetic. You been good? That's good to hear, Jones. Red says, I DM'd you on Discord my Nexus profile. Like now or beforehand? Because I didn't get shit. I ain't get anything. Fluff says, for sure, but after more recent changes, I returned to Clawbringer Berserker after giving Claw Stalker a fair shake. Oh, okay. How did the buffs go for Clawbringer? Was it enough to, like, cumulatively, if you used all those skills, to be something? My hammer cut one phase with the Dragon Lord. Oh shit, okay. I'm in Chaos level 18. Yeah, see, that's the shit. You come to me when you're at Chaos level 35. You fucked everything up. Fucked everything up, okay? But yes, I agree. If you're probably at any other Chaos level, you'd be cracking shit open. Easy peasy. But, Chaos level 35, pain, suffering exists here. And you kind of can't, I can't not do it. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna click on a video that's like, hey, I made a build for 16 levels. Like, what? You know? But what else is there to test? I wanted to test one thing, because you guys said that Executioner's Blade is popping, or not popping, it's actually done nothing. But I did think that our Executioner's Blade actually might be okay. Now, granted, all of our damage is kind of built for certain things, so I'm wondering if this will actually be even remotely good. Whenever you deal melee damage, you have a 30% chance to reload. I don't think that's as good. Yeah, also we needed the ability to get our Executioner's Blade back faster. So we always need something that we can cast multiple times easily. That one's Graveborn. That one's Berserker Frost. Graveborn at least. And efficiency. That one's better. Okay, let's switch to our probe. Where is it? Wait, I don't think we equipped it. We have SwordSplosion, I think. Yeah, we don't have our probe equipped. Let's equip our probe. I guess we don't need a probe. We can just use something else. This should do it too. Let's just use that. This gun should be good. Okay, I just want to see if Executioner's Blade can have a bite. Can yeah, do some damage. There we go. Well, granted, again, the Tesla coil is like the main thing. I will activate this. Yeah, see, it's not great. It's not great. The little tiny you know, it's like slowly chunking on through them. I don't know if it's really applying many different types of AoE. It's something, but it goes away, and now we're just stuck, like we're like an asshole, just utterly lost. But maybe like, hey, you just only ever use your alt for enemies at a range, because honestly, we do enough damage with just this. Maybe. I still think I want to go hunt for a Ragnarok, because to me, guys, tell me this. Okay, I want to show you guys something. This is the hope that I kind of want to try to build for with the build that we currently got going on. Does this not look like dope as shit? I know damage is gonna be lacking, and if you're not like one-shotting this guy in like two seconds, the damage isn't gonna hold up in Chaos Chambers. So yeah, especially if you make the rooms elite. But also, maybe we should drop the difficulty down past Insanity, so maybe that's why we're getting wrecked. I will try that. But this is the build that I want to use. It's not viable because it sucks, because everything is scaled in a horrible way. But this is the hope for a future that I wish was real. All right, I wish could exist. It can't. I'll spoil it. It can't. Where's the one I have that's... I guess we're stuck to Frost. I guess we could use one that was Dark Magic. That'd be nice, but... Alas, no dice. We only have Frost and that. Unlucky. We have Frost and Graveborn. A little bit of something. So I guess we could have a Dark Magic one on that, and that would help. So we have... well, else we don't have a mod on this, which would help as well. But we have melee damage, and a little bit of elemental damage, and a little bit of Dark Magic damage into this. But it's still not great. Also, we should activate Reaper Bones so we can get the benefit of that thing. But this is the future that I wish was a reality. And maybe if you get like a primordial version of Ragnarok with Dark Magic, maybe, or Cryo. I'm open to Cryo. Cryo could also work. We're going to do one of these, and we're going to start meleeing. I really wish you would have taken out my shield, because now the damage is looking even worse than what it is. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. I need you to hit me. Hit me. There we go. So now our shield's broken. Now we're going to start doing sizable damage, if not okay damage. We're just going to activate this real quick. Pop. And we're going to start meleeing again. So it's hard to see because, you know, when you're fighting melee, all of your vision is taken up by a boss punching you in the throat 6 times. But this is the cool part. This is the thing I love about it. Like running around, just throwing these like blades. Granted, if we get even remotely close to an enemy, our character starts running at him. Because this is like a one-handed weapon, which they constantly start to dive bomb at enemies. Unlucky and very pointless for its legendary effect, which is to do that blade tether thing. But maybe if, you know, we get, I don't know, like enough a primordial version of that sword, it doesn't change the fact that the tether itself does doo-doo damage. Like, there's nothing, you know? We're gonna do one run in the Chaos Chambers with this. And we're gonna turn off what do you call it? The difficulty rating for intense. Maybe that will be the thing that's fucking me so badly, and I'll just have to tell people that in the build video of like, hey, you can't do this because the game sucked. It's generally better to not go full capstone with 44 points cap. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. But for me, there's no reason. There's nothing valuable enough to get in here that would warrant that. Although I am thinking of a build that it would be kind of a really weird thing, but I don't. I kind of need this. I guess we could still have it. I think a fun build to have. No, well, we would. Oh, well, fuck. I don't know how that would work either. Yeah, sorry. The build that I wanted to make was there's a thing that you can do where you can take a skill cap, class mod that gives you 1 health and puts all of your health into your shield. But then you can go berserker and get a middle capstone and get all of your health or all of your shield into health again, and that gives you actually a shit ton of health. Granted, I guess we don't need to do that because we don't need the health. We don't need it to convert in that way. We just need to maintain our shield. But how do we recover our shield? The ranged wyvern thing, I don't think it does enough damage. But maybe if we were able to get like the special enchantment that when your health is low, you get 30% more damage, and we had this, that would actually sizably make like a 60% or 50% damage bonus to all damage. And that could replace some sort of like capstone-like skill point. But would that be a 60% damage would not be, it's not the same as 100% damage, which is what this one has. So we'd be acting at a loss. I don't know if we'd get enough survivability. Now, because we have no way of, well, at least with dark magic we can repair instantly, but also it's like it stops working half the time. So not a great answer, but yeah. But I was basically thinking about like if the main problem with melee is not having sufficient range damage, because like we do plenty of damage up close just with this gun, frankly. Yeah. Sorry, I know this is not the time where I should be thinking aloud about builds. I should just, you know, be hanging out. But you can't help it. What did I want to do? I thought there was one thing I wanted to do before we left. I don't know if it makes any sense. Let's just go do the chaos chambers and see what's up. Let's go turn off intense and see if we can manage. Maybe that will make it so the enemies aren't scaling too hard. Red says, did you get my Discord? My DM on Discord sent a new one. Maybe you did not hear it. Oh, okay, well, let me see. I'll go full screen. Where is it? Discord. Yes, I see your message now. Perfect. I do see it. I'll check it out after. Thank you, Red. I'm curious to see what you've graded. Luke says, Axton main here. Really? Man, those people were rare, I'll say. Incredible. Durable people. Also, maybe it was just the weird feature run at that point was just cruel. Feature. Also, why was feature run called curse run at some point? I don't know. Let's run it. We'll run it. Eventually, we will just be running this. I'll try to be getting a SwordSplosion that maybe exists within dark magic. A dark magic or cryo version of SwordSplosion might be something. I still don't know if it solves the problem of range damage, because you need that damn thing. Or at least I think you need that thing. Maybe some people are like, no, it's fine, and I'm blown away if that's the case. I have no idea where they're hearing the stuff from. Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to see the murder church and show you guys that this is not too great. Like, that's actually acceptable, but also we have to like stand far back or else our character will start lunging, which is annoying. Also, we kind of need to start playing melee so we can get heals with our contact. Where did it go? Oh, our health. Yeah, we lost our healing. God, dude. And we have like all of our damage is dark magic, so we should be doing great. Okay, but we're not, and I hate it. We'll do this. Yeah, as much as this weapon's fun, it just ain't it, Pam. I wish it was. You have no idea how much I wish it was. It's doing like little tiny slits. And frankly, it should be like times 2ing the damage dealt, so it should be good. But it's not. We'll just go up to our cryo one. Oh. Okay. This one should be good. But this one also doesn't have any range thing, so I don't know how we're going to handle the range bit of business. Come here. Come here. Bop, 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 dropped. Yeah, they need like a way for you to like throw around your, like, if they had Krieg's overkill, which like summoned forth like a probe that would like attack enemies, it still wouldn't be great because there's bosses that you literally can't, like there's raid bosses you have to actually hunt down, so it wouldn't be a cure-all, but it would be, you know, something at this point. Everyone just wants hope. Yeah, we'll do this. Also, again, there's so many weird buggy things in the game. Please don't take my, she took my fucking Reaper bones, you son of a bitch. It's okay, everything's dead, but still, pain. What's over here? Red says, just keep in mind most of it. Yeah, no, that's why I was like, oh, let's not stream. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, definitely not roguelike. What is it called? Riptide? Whatever. We'll take one more curse. Where's my coffee? Whew. Starting to get a little tired. Also, what did Jones say? Jones says, let me catch up. Jones says this, there is an artifact that every time you activate an action skill, you get 50 of your shield over 30 seconds. Yeah. But that one's taking away the ability for, what do you call it? Also, there's not too many. There's the only thing that comes to mind is the hammer. So I need to have an action skill that I can drop consistently. Spore Warden has that, but the Graveborn kind of has that, but not too many characters have it. Also, I kind of think if I'm going to go with that weird route, I'm basically trying to find a way that can allow me to use this Ghostblade, because it's a ranged projectile, and I'll just save my action skill for a rainy day, because frankly we don't need to activate a lot of our skill detonations really, and if we do, it's usually when we're fighting a boss. So if I can just save this for whenever there's a ranged enemy, and I can just throw it on in the sky. Granted, it's frustrating. There's like nothing built into this kit that allows you to shave off action skill cooldown like by a ton, to where you can basically have it forever. Because again, there's still a time when you're going to be sitting there looking up at an enemy when you don't have any way of dealing damage to him. You're like, okay, like if I was playing any other build, this would not happen. And it's not even like you are massively rewarded by playing melee with a stupid amount of damage. You're not at all. You'll do far more damage with just guns. So it's like, this is something that I've always seen in every game that has melee, which is just, it's completely, it should not be on the same level as guns at all. It should be superseded beyond guns. The reason why is because you have to literally play face-to-face in the enemy's barrel, essentially. So you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. Also, you have to run your ass off to get to the enemy. So if you take more than like 5 hits stabbing the shit out of this guy, you're just wasting, it's like inefficient compared to the guy who's just laying a bunch of bullets into someone, you know? But yeah. Tron says, Chaos level 35 on melee builds is like playing Ninja Gaiden Black. Blindfolded and covered in bees. I love the covered in bees. It's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare. All right. Granted, we also do a lot of damage. Like when we can get close to an enemy, we're kind of okay. Oh shit! I didn't turn off chaos. Chaos rank. In fact, let's just go back. Let's just reset, because I'm not sure if like chaos, the difficulty settings is fucky as you enter into a chaos chamber. So let's turn off chaos level. Or sorry, not chaos. We're gonna keep chaos level. We're gonna turn off gameplay difficulty scaling in which is at intense to relaxed. Which apparently intense comes with like greater scaling on like cryo. So if you're fighting an enemy that has cryo resistance or something like that, it doesn't work as well. Like you have to match the element of what you're dealing. Granted, we're doing like 15 elements. We're doing like cryo, electricity, and dark magic. So one of them should hit. But anyways, let's get into it again. Maybe this is the thing. I'll just have to make a build and be like, hey guys, we don't play this intense thing. But it still doesn't have the fucking problem with ranged enemies. Anyways. Sorry. Also, I just found out this the other day. Apparently, Shield Hero main voice actor for dub is what do you call it? Not able to. He's not returning to voice the guy. But also, he has colon cancer, so like a good excuse, frankly. Also, that was pretty fast, actually, comparatively, honestly. Let's Body Butter magazine. Where are you? Cast this. We have to protect this place. God damn it! See, also this is the thing with melee, is that you have movable like enemies. Come here. God damn it, melee! Before my thing goes away. I mean, honestly, enemies are dropping significantly faster, so it is doing something. But still not crazy. I will notice I'm not getting hurt as much. Like usually my Reaper of Bones, there it is. You still get one shot. You get backhanded and you just get instantly annihilated. And you're like, oh well, my health is gone. Now Reaper of Bones is dead in the water, and maybe this. Well, I just think even if you didn't have Reaper of Bones, you'd just get downed, and you'd have to see your character take a knee for 2 minutes. So it's not like there's much better answers here. We'll not take roguelike, but yes, but it does seem like it's improved. Lone Seeker says, "GRINN, stop bullying the Lich. It's trying its best." Well, it's not doing nearly enough. Okay. If there was a way to monopolize it so it would just start spewing out like a fucking, the mummy, a bunch of bees from its mouth, that'd be awesome, but it doesn't. And it needs to do that. Also, man, we do so much dot damage. 2 hits and we're just, enemies melting. Oh, please don't crash, dude. Oh, wait. Go. Pop, 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 pop. The dot damage eats you up. Walk away. Boom. Dead. Boom. Dead. Actually, this is significantly more fun. That might be the only... But again, how are we going to do? How are we going to do sufficient damage when it comes to ranged enemies, dude? What's the answer? Mason. The numbers. I don't know. So I like using Graveborn, although, you know, maybe we'll have to be like, guys, listen. Even though it's not very Krieg-like, we voted against it. Yeah, we have to use the stupid ranged spinny blade, or I could give people options, maybe. I just want to make this build video and be like, listen, I want to, well, actually, I want to make the Krieg build video where we're using Reaper of Bones, and then I want to make, like, 2 days later, the Berserker Stabomancer build. That I think would just be superior. And yeah, but I don't know. No, it keeps telling me to take roguelike. What, did we just get double roguelike? I guess it'll only take them away. Also, Spectral Vengeance is horrible. Let's go for this one. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, the other game I picked up is Sword in Magic and Stuff. I saw a gameplay video of the other day. It's right up my alley. It's a sandbox RPG. It's not a first-person kind of game or a third-person kind of game, right? If it was, that sounds interesting to me. I wonder if the probes do good now that, like, yeah, because all these enemies are elite, and maybe that was where I was really. Man. Also, we need to grab these. I just don't want to reload my weapon, so I'm being careful. Oh God! Don't take Reaper of Bones from me, you son of a bitch! Where is it? Come here! Ah! There we go. We're healed. We fully healed. Give me this, and then this. God, if only I could. Yeah. A part of me wonders. I just want to test if that cryo. Come here! God damn you! See? What do I do? It's the worst. What do I do? We do this, maybe? Maybe these do good enough damage. Maybe these can summon Executioner's Blades, and that'll do something. Nope, it's doing fuck all damage, because Chaos level 35, baby. What if I put a bunch of probes in you? Gross, I know. I'm hitting. Yeah, I got a lot of probe. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's not a great answer, but it's something. Okay, so now we're actually doing shockingly well. I don't know if this is just a run, but does the Executioner's like weird built meta thing work out? Let's see. If we go over here and go to take away that one and put on. So maybe a lot of it was just me being a stubborn asshole who wanted to play on intense, but maybe that just gives people too much base resistance. Okay, I just gotta be like, hey, you play on regular, all right? You wanna play melee? It's unforgiving, okay? Whew. There is an artificial. It's called Harbinger. Fluff says, okay, I've got the Shock Ragnarok, and that's it. I'll take it. Does it have vampire on it? Because if it has vampire, then I think it's kind of, unfortunately, a little dead in the water because of how horrible things are scaled. But vampire is the passive trait that gives you healing and shield. Shield is the bad part. But yeah. Yeah, I have an Exodus account. Red. Love says, I have toggled for the first and third person, but first person doesn't really show much of your character. Okay. Could you upload it to the gaming tab, Fluff, and at me? Because that seems like interesting. I want to look at it, see what it's about. Fluff says, the lunge attack with melee actually have more reach than it lets on. So if you're far enough away from flying foe, you can lunge try. I tried doing that just then. Maybe if you perfectly line things up, maybe. But yeah. Lil Savage says, so Ragnarok Dark Magic or Cryo Primordial is what you're hunting for? at this point, little stab, I'm a little fucking desperate, my guy. If it's volatile, honestly, if it's even chaotic, I'll see what happens. I just want something that's an element that I'm already heavily buffing, like cryo or dark magic, because of the nature of us going, you know, elemental kind of with Stabomancer, and also, you know, dark magic with Graveborn. So anything that does that, that'd be awesome. And also that's the kind of what we're after. Primordial would be crazy, but volatile would be good enough. So it has to be of Ragnarok that just doesn't have the passive talent that says vampire. You look at the Steam page for perfect. Also, what's good? Glench says, does after a melee kill, the damage of your next critical hit will increase by 50% work? Tried 2 hours, but can't see an increase. Sorry. Not the weapon and not the spell. Bugged too? I'm not sure actually. I've never tested it. I've always wondered if that was just genuinely worth it, because it almost seems like it's made for like a sniper build. But also it seems like it's kind of a high requirement. Like you need to get a magic kill, and then because I think the way it makes it sound is it makes it sound like the next a hit. You'll get a kill, and then the next impact that you deal will be 50% critical hit chance. To me, I feel like that, especially if you're using pixies or something like that, or any sort of magic that's like a dot effect, I feel like it would just take the hit from you. So the follow-up attack would be that. I don't think it's increases critical chance or even critical damage, wherever the spell exactly says, or the enchantment exactly says. I think it's just a one-and-done thing, so it's quickly burnt and used. But if you're using something like a shield that does novas, or like like for us, we have this AoE spell that's like ticking damage, I think that would take the hit, because it doesn't specify like the next it says increased your crit by 50%, so it doesn't specify like how long that is, if that's for one instance or two, what is using up that critical hit. Is it like your gun damage? Is it your next spell? That's the like barrier of entry. So to test that would actually be quite the endeavor. Glench, good luck. That's mental. But yeah. Lone Sinkin says, "Wow, Grin, that's a lot of those flying enemies. Very, very nice." I mean, well, we'll see. We'll see. But maybe with this, now it's scaling. Maybe Intense with level 35 just made it like way too resistant to where it was just becoming kind of weird. Let's see, does this pack a punch? Because this is the thing that it's not looking great. But maybe if we hyper stack a bunch of probes, it's not bad. Especially, hey. Guys, I think that for like 3 streams, I think it was just because we were playing on what is functionally the hardest difficulty, which makes things scale demonstrously. Granted, it's still a useful thing to note. Oh shit, don't take my river bone. See, like right now, guys, I think there's something inherently broken with dark magic. Like we're not getting healed anymore right now, despite us having an absolute metric fuck ton of damage, dark magic damage. Like there's something broken within the game that I think stops you from healing with dark magic, which pisses me off because there's ways to like instantly recover your shield in other builds. You're not really taking a huge damage loss. So yeah, but here we go. Ranged enemies, they could stop moving. Not only are they ranged, but they're also fucking shit, we lost our thing. It's fine, we'll just do this. The bad news is when you're using this, it's very hard for us to get enough damage output. But also, actually not really. Yeah, even if you don't have maxed, like you've emptied your magazine with this, it's still pretty damn good. We'll do this. We'll do this. Yeah, but it definitely seems like there's a threshold of healing where you'll basically reach the max capacity of that threshold very quickly. Melee, 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 melee. Come on! What is that? Anyways, this is actually, our build can kind of exist. I feel bad. Let's go back and test the stat. Let's SwordSplosion after we do this run. Because yeah. Also, we're playing on with, like, we're taking some curses. Granted, we haven't really been able to take a bad one because the game's just been a bit shitter. And we keep giving us roguelike or something. Or not giving us a chaos tier. Or, sorry, a cursed route or whatever. So, yes. What is this? No. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. You want a Ragnarok? I would love I think I have 2 volatile Ragnaroks. I would love them. Do they have an element on them? Because that's unfortunately a requirement a little bit. They need to have an element that we're using. Stop putting a bunch of probes everywhere. Do this. Let's say that should, yeah, why are we not recovering our ammunition? Put a bunch of probes here. Enemies get close to us, so start meleeing them. Go, go. Man, if we had Echo with all these probes, that'd be pretty huge. Uh-oh. Heal. See, like, again, all of those probes are being converted into dark magic damage. We should be healing like a motherfucker, all right? Nothing. It's nothing out here. It feels terrible. Probes, probes, probes. Melee, 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 melee. All these enemies are elite. I think those probes would fuck up those tiny little bastards. Anyways, goddamn you. Uh-oh. It's so much damage. We did it. We stood in the death. I'm actually, yeah, man, Intense made it like a nightmare. Now it's pretty okay. We're able to survive, to subsist a little bit. Okay, fuck. Now I made a video about how shit Melee was. It still stands. But, you know, this is a little bit less of an answer, but still weird that so many other builds can survive at Intense and this one can't. Melee can't, it seems like. Unless you're doing, like, interesting, weird things, but yeah. Glacier says, thanks, I want to kill with a spell critical hit for 1 million, and hoped the next critical spell will deal 50% more. Okay, I see it. Yeah, that's a pretty good problem solving then, if that's the case. Yeah, because then you're just trying to get that big pooba, that big attack. Fluff says, I'm guessing it won't really be your thing. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Luke says, I think I have 2 volatile Ragnaroks. Jones says, I have a shock one, but it isn't chaotic. It's not, yeah, no, it's okay, Jones. Appreciate the offer though. But it is that we're in this weird place where you kind of do need to have at least volatile or chaotic. But also, because the one I currently have, which is pretty good, it's also why I appreciate the offer, but I already have this one that doesn't quite seem to have enough bite. Where is it? It's somewhere here. This one, yeah, so it's normal, it's also chaotic. I think the best one would probably be Echo, because I think, well, I'd be curious to see if that ranged tether could detonate your Echo proc, and then you could kind of use this as your base. Toothless, there we go, finally taking a damage loss. Let's take more curses to see how much damage loss we can take before we start really chugging. Ooh. Well, Savage says, me and my wife are running a few chambers. We will see what we can pull. Thank you so much, Savage. I appreciate you. What do this, do this, do this, and then this, and then this. Oh yeah, that critical damage hurt a little bit. Hurt a little bit. Does anybody know if this coil, like the coil in here, if this counts as melee damage or spell damage? I feel like it has to count as melee damage, right? Which is kind of weird because it's a coil. Why is it counting as melee damage? Oh shit! Oh shit! Stop it! Stop it! Also, I notice things are way more like frozen, which is nice. Things be freezing. This. Oh, you took my fucking invincibility, you son of a bitch. Come here. Come here. I mean, honestly, yes, the other weapon, the melee coil is pretty good too. So yeah, but this is like, we're able to do level 35. We just can't play on intense. We gotta play on the baseline regular or something, whatever it's called. But hey, our build can subsist. I guess we were probably cooking with too much. With our one build, we were like, yeah, we were so goddamn overpowered with our spell stacks that there was a little bit of a thing. Ooh, buff work buddies, so enemies gonna be, yeah, immune. Yeah, that's a little bit rough, but we're probably okay because we're doing multiple damage sources, right? Damage procs. What's good, Cap? Cap says, what's your favorite build right now? I like the anything to do with pixies because yeah, but also spells are just fun. I don't know, anything that allows me to have multiple ways of engaging, I'm pretty keen to. That's why, like, one of my favorite builds, and I'm a doucher who's saying this, but But if I could put like a tier list, my favorite build right now is the one that we made called Icy Blood Torrent, just because there's so many ways to play with it. Like, I love magic in the game, and you can also have your companion dream, and it's super efficient, and you can kind of play autonomously if you want. But a build underneath that, like, that's not mine, is I love J-Dolt's shotgun one. The one that, like, it's the Torg shotgun, like, you just stack a bunch of dots on an enemy, and then you can just, like, detonate them all, and then you just see, like, and everything gets killed. That one, to me, is pretty sick. I really like that one as well. But there's a lot of really good builds, really good builds. But I also think that it's, to me, my favorite part about this community is just how many people go at solving the problem of making a build, or like coming up with a fun strat on how to do something. Where's that little bot? There we go, we hit it. Like Moxie seems to really love the damage, J-Dolt seems to like perfection, like every single piece of his build is perfectly in alignment. And my whole thing is I just like giving people multiple ways of playing. That's it. But also there's other people who are fantastic and come with equally crazy things. And yeah, and then other people are way more about like the concept of making a build, and like less of the perfection of whatever it actually means, and more of hitting, like, just getting the idea out there so people can start playing with it and thinking about it in this way, which I also think is pretty rad and pretty cool. And yeah, but this build thus far is actually, I feel like a dumb schmuck. How come nobody said, hey GRINN, maybe if you play on it, you're playing on intense? Because I look at other streamers and they're not like doing this little of damage, and you have like 16 like primordial pieces of gear, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Oh God, go spectral swords. Shit, it actually was pretty close. It was the first time we got close. Oh well, we also fucked up. we also fucked up. Nah, I spoke way too soon. Come here, you. Go. Not even the chain's not gonna hit the little box. Oh, come on, he died. He literally fucking died. What are we doing, game? That's bullshit. We could have had a perfect run. Disgusting. Anyways. I wonder if it's better to build electricity then. Because, I noticed that we don't really need our healing thing. If anything, if we can make our little coil hit for more, that would be cool too. Oh, also, we need to break this. Jesus. I had no idea. We'll just start stacking up this damage. Is this thing getting Buffmeister? What the hell? Why is it so tanky? I can't kill you, sir. Let's use the coil. Let's use the spell. Quick. Oh, you fucking took my thing, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Come here, you. How come that didn't break? Come here. God damn you. Why are you in a wall? Melee is perfect. It's perfectly fine. Jesus Christ, what a mess. I know if I empty my mag, but I can't because we're running the ability to have like unending magazine for our Tesla coil. But maybe that's not the play, although that is like kind of our only play to do melee. Wait, don't end it too soon. Go. Yeah, see, then there's moments like this where we're doing such good damage, and it's not like we took a debuff. We took the Bulwark Buddies. And I don't think there's a Bulwark thing. Is it? No, I don't think there's a Bulwark thing like buffing this thing. Like, I don't know what happened. Why is it so tanky? Like, I think someone mentioned that there might be like latency lag with like the hotfix, and like when you disconnect from the internet, like the game starts scaling in a weirder way. Maybe. Because yeah, we were doing great, and then we just weren't. And that's happened multiple times since I played in the thing. Granted, it's happening less bad because we're doing, I think, such an overabundance of damage since we're not playing on higher difficulties like we were, but still. Luke says, Dark Magic Ragnarok, any passives? Yeah, Dark Magic Ragnarok, and if we could get Caustic or, I think Caustic would have to be the one we have to get, because the weapon doesn't do enough base damage as is, so we would need to have Caustic. Yeah. What about you, Cap, by the way? Sorry, I'm selfish. Didn't ask what your favorite build is currently right now. Luke says, spell damage. I have a Cryo, Archmage, Ragnarok. Ooh, okay. Hell, I would love that, Luke. And it's primordial? Holy shit. What does the magic part of it mean? What does that do? Oh, my heart, my chest. Let's go kill us a boss, hopefully, unless our damage keeps going away. What's good, Willems? Willems says, hell, what's good, Willems? Hail to you too. Cap says, I've been running a Hydra build. Ooh, Hydra builds are fun, man. Hydra builds, are you using the melee weapon that stacks Hydra builds, or are you just using a gun or a spell to do that? Because that also seems pretty huge. We're going to stack up a lot of these to give us some healing. And then we're going to start going in. We're going to stop meleeing. Hopefully out here we don't... Oh, we just fucking one-shot us. Great. My favorite thing. God damn it. We just got one banged. Oh, man. Chaos level 30. Bosses just do so much damage. Also, if this probe could hit... Come here, you son of a bitch. There we go. Let's do this. As much as, like, this is a good answer to the range damage problem, but it's not a good answer for, like, enemies still do so much visceral damage to you that you need to nuke them in 2 seconds, or else you're basically dead. Which, you know, fun. Is this what I'm looking at? Yes. Frost damage in that. And yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to switch to this. We're going to shoot this a bunch. Hopefully we won't die in that time. If I kill you... Get over here. Come here. I need to melee you. I need to heal a little bit. I fucked up. I reloaded too soon. Melee, 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 melee. Yeah, see, there's something weird happening. Where, like, we should be doing a lot more damage, and the game just chugging. Yeah, like, our damage just got dissipated. Weird. Maybe it's because our action skills went down, and we can't activate them more, maybe. But I thought we did good damage even without our action skills necessarily going. But, yeah. Give me all this. Is this thing going to kill me? Awesome. Look at all that damage we do. It's not like we can't... Yeah. We're fucked. Melee it. Yeah, see? Yeah, maybe we need to activate our action skill to get that going. Ooh, one of the only blunt weapons that's shit for melee specifically. Cannonball, Dark Magic Release. That's fun. I got SwordSplosion. No element, though. Sad. Give me all this. And out! In Portuguese, arquet give a spell cooldown. Oh, okay. That's actually really good, Luke. That's actually really good. Luke, can I join in on you? Can you drop that for me? If that's what you're at, unless you're just telling me about it without like letting me use it, I understand. But let me know. Frozen Orb of Giants. I wish this one was better. Like that. Let's look at this. I mean, but hey, we were able to make it. That's awesome. I'm very happy with that. What to do. And not now, give me like 5 minutes, but yeah, no, absolutely. What are we needing right now? What do you guys think? Do you guys think there's potential in SwordSplosion? I do think it's potential. I don't know if it detonates with melee amp with its like spike. The spike that like comes out of the ground. Does that hit for melee damage or does that hit just for gun damage? And yeah, I mean, it feels significantly better to play with, but I don't know if it's still going to be like the big pooba. I'm debating whether we should go with, you know, spending our points on that or spending our points on getting the SwordSplosion and getting a better version of it. I don't know. Let's go with Sword. I feel like there's a chance that somebody could upload a save file that has SwordSplosions in one of the thousands of Discord people who upload amazing save files. But I don't think it's a high likelihood that people will upload Ragnarok Sword. So we'll see if that works. What is good, Z Nation? Z Nation says, what class are you this time? If you're Sabomancer, Contagion and SwordSplosion buffs are nuts for dot damage. I am Sabomancer, yeah. I'm Sabomancer, and I got Contagion. I got all those things. I still felt, but also, Z Nation, I fucked up, and I was playing on Intense. And I feel like that was leading me a huge, like, very much astray, because I think level 35 made Intense, like, really hard. Or now I think I'm in a much better place when it comes to damage, survivability, stuff like that. I put it all the way over to regular, but it's just something to note within certain builds that, like, if you're playing on Intense, this will not work. You know, like, this, you need freakish amounts of, like, healing and safety in order to make that work. So yeah, but now our build's actually working really well. Granted, there's still not good answers for fighting ranged enemies. And Executioner's Blade, even with the buff, didn't make it like a good answer. Like, it doesn't make it so that like you're hitting as hard as you do with your base melee attack, which is shitty because you think it would, but it doesn't. I'm not sure it's because it doesn't benefit from the enchantments, which have like such a huge damage. Like, that's where so much of your damage comes from. You know what I mean? But we will give what do you call it? SwordSplosion one more fair try, because we were using it with us on Intense, and Intense is a very hard scaling metric. We got the one that stacks status effects damage is also volatile. Unfortunately, can't come with anything besides that. And also we're playing Stabbomancer, so it's kind of redundant because we already have that in our skill tree. We have this Fatebreaker. If only Fatebreaker was like its little ranged melee damage actually kept its base melee attack damage, but it doesn't. Basically, it's like the projectile hits for pennies. Same thing can be said for Ragnarok, but maybe there's a way to make it work. I don't know. Wishful thinking, mayhaps. Unfortunately, no dice. Feels bad. Oh. Luke says you need a casual SwordSplosion. Okay, let's go see what we have currently. We'll go test it one more time with the great parasite enemy, whatever. And Tangle Drift. Also, apparently Tangle Drift had some sort of weird clipping thing. Gearbox seems like they keep patching like speedrun clipping things, and I wonder if the speedrun community is like, what the fuck are you doing? Ugh. Oh god damn it, Luke! You said you can give me the diamond sword. They just got a bad. They just got a bad in the version. What do you mean? What do you mean? You can give me the diamonds. What's diamond sword? I'll give it to you. I'll dupe it for you. What diamond sword? Back. Like all the way back. Did I leave it? Did I leave the thing you were interested in? Shit. Because all the weapons that we've seen, I probably have a better version of those. If that's what I'm talking about, Luke. Fluff says, welp, just defeated Chaos Trial 25, dry with melee. Nice. Again. Well, maybe not, because again, maybe my whole gauge was offset by the fact that we were replaying on intense. But let's use SwordSplosion. So I have this SwordSplosion, which is it's cryo, but I think the best SwordSplosion is probably one that is ×3. Also, this one I don't think that's chaotic, so it's a little bit good, but I think the best SwordSplosion is probably ×3 with an element. Yeah, I think we already asked that, but the grip doesn't make it so that like you can have a better thing on it, right? Like no, unfortunately it's capped at 3,000 or 3 projectiles, sorry. But let's see if this now packs quite a punch. For those guys who are wondering what we're running, we have of course a lot of the elemental properties within Stabbo. So we have this, and we have this and this. Contagion, I believe, yeah, it just spreads damage to nearby enemies, right? So, yeah. New status effect damage, 50%. Yeah, so will that make us have more damage, or will that just increase our spreading damage, Z Nation? Let's see. Let's test. Where is there it is. Impact, oh no, sticky. Go to sticky, do this, and then do this. Quickly. And stack. Yeah, for bossing, doesn't quite seem like it's it. Does it? Well, do you guys see any weird? No, I see a weird element on there, so I think it maybe does count as melee. Let me see. Let's go to photo mode. So we shouldn't be seeing like anything besides dark magic and like, and maybe cryo because or we have a spell that's doing like AOE things. Do we see like a fire? No, so I'm wondering if this detonates with melee. I thought I seen a fire dot somewhere in there. We see a lot of dark magic, that's proof. I wish I could see what the fucking the thing deals. Yeah, no, I don't think it has some sort of weird elemental thing. Like I don't think it counts as something like with a random element on it. That'd be cool if it did. Because I don't think this counts as melee damage, or if it does, it doesn't count for or towards. Sorry. I thought I see no wait, I see a 14k with fire. So wait, does it count as melee? Does the thing, the little fucking blade count as melee? Because we shouldn't be doing fire damage. Yeah, and the only way we would be doing fire damage is if we were doing the on critical chance of melee. On critical chance of melee, we basically summon forth that sword. Or no, we add a random element. So yeah, is that right? But at least when it comes to bosses, it seems to be doing decent. It's okay. Again, I feel like if you had maybe a primordial one with like a crazy good scaling and whatnot, and maybe if you coupled it with other things like melee, just hitting the shit out of them, and then doing that, and then doing this, go. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, especially not playing on again. Playing on insane makes everything scale like a horrific, horrific way, to where your damage is just inefficient. I really have to make a comment as soon as I upload that video, being like, "Hey, by the way, the reason why I was saying like our damage is neuter is because we were playing on a very malicious scaling metric difficulty called insane." I think we'll be good. Let's do this. So does Contagion like detonate and spread a lot of AoE hits to other enemies? Is that what you were saying, Z-Nation? Regardless, it's kind of hilarious just seeing enemies get thrown like that. Yeah, it seems pretty fun for mobbing too. It has a crazy amount of attack speed though. I mean, it's, yeah, wait, no. Well, that we just got launched. Oh, shit. Okay, so this is a badass enemy. We'll activate some annoyance. We'll do this. He'll be frozen. And we'll do this. What happened to him? The areas, he landed. He died. Hey, we died too. But it is what it is. I mean, it's maybe, well, it's doing decent damage now, but I wonder if anything would deal decent damage. I'm wondering if Crossblades is worth having. Does anybody have a good Crossblades that's cryo and something else? Maybe even dark magic and something else? I feel like that might be good, because we don't really need to build a lot of melee. You just need to build a lot of elemental or melee and elemental. So maybe that's a way you can kind of have your cake and eat it too in a weird way. But again, still melee seems to still, especially if you start lighting stuff up, still seems to be pretty good. But no, I can't stress enough how a big part of our problem was just, yeah, I feel like the fact that he took more damage when he's cryoed, we're not Berserker, we're not Berserker who does that. I think that means that final plunge is doing melee damage. I'd hope it is. Let's see. Do this. He should be frozen. We'll just stack up a bunch of bots. Yeah, seems really good. That seems like it's doing more damage otherwise. I guess we'll just run it back, see what happens next. Oh, we haven't tested the Firehawk that also apparently got a buff. Fluff says, I'll check for my crossblades. Thanks. Z-Nation says, it stacks random elements on bosses to that multiply as they stack. Plunge did a video on it a couple days ago. It stacks random elements on bosses. Contagion or just the... Because I always knew that this was really good. This right here. But you're saying... I always know that this is really good. But you're saying this does even more? It works on bosses and random enemies with a boss. It'll continue to stack more and more. It's kind of RNG based on how much damage it does, though. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. So they keep trading the damage back, and they kind of like keeps going like yo-yoing. Okay. The test of a bunch of off of Pugly's videos, and sometimes it would instantly delete the boss, and other times it would take 30 seconds. It's still pretty good. Contagion and melee random stacks together. Okay. Interesting. Neat. So maybe more Contagion than in the build. Okay. Huh. We can go respec and see. It's also something I'd probably forget at the end of the night, so I'll quickly add it. Luke says the spread is the same damage and can proc more than once per enemy. Can I see your skill again? Which skill? Skill tree? Yeah, we're gonna respec right now, and I'll see what we're gonna come up with. We'll do this. Let's go with Stabo, because that was the one that was most consistent, and also the one that I found the most fun. We're going to get a lot of melee damage and melee speed. We're also going to get a lot of Contagion, and I think we're just going to build both of these out, because these are kind of worth it in general. And then we have gun damage. Oh, this is the stack bot. When you redo gun damage, you eventually stack and do melee damage. Is that better than walk speed? Maybe. I just don't think, I think as a melee person, we're not really gaining that buff. We're kind of stuck in a loop, so maybe less of that. We also could use, what is this? Melee damage, get spell damage, and fire it. I don't really want to build on that. Critical damage, that could be good, and we'll build the rest into here. And then we'll go over here, and because you guys said Contagion was good, we'll get 3 out of 3 in that. Although critical damage is nice to have too, but now we need to spare ourselves like this. I think this is just far too hard to pass up. And then for this, actually, we usually go down here, but I just don't think I don't think I have enough companions to make this warranted. Yeah, like we're no longer really using pixies as a kind of a stat stick, so I think we're gonna go all into here because we need one. The one thing we do need is healing. That's like evident, regardless of what we go with. And as long as we have the class mod that converts some of our damage to dark magic, we should be able to heal through that. But let's get all of this, 3 to 3 in that. And then the question is, do we need all this other stuff? Like this one's not scaling well. We're not really able to benefit from this because we don't have pixies. These things are kind of fun, but I don't know if they're ultimately that great. This one's pretty great. This one gives you just base 35% resistance, which is nice. But let's try to build out some more damage like you guys are saying. Let's do this. And then we'll put a couple points into here. We'll probably just fill that out, actually. And I guess we have 5 points. We could put them into... we could put them in here, put them in the cooldown. Well, if Luke gives me that spell... Yeah, you can join, Luke. I'll send you an invite. Yeah, because if Luke gives me that spell cooldown, we won't really need that because we'll be able to shave off just by being aggressive, I think. So let's put the rest into walk speed because that's the only thing I can think we can kind of need. Granted, this gives you a little bit of melee damage, but I don't know if it's enough. Not enough as this. Like, this could be our saving grace when we're, if we're able to just run at an enemy and hit once. I think that would maybe equate. Also, sometimes when you lunge at an enemy, I wonder if that movement speed lunge is equates as well. Anyways, let me send an invite to Luke. Luke, thank God you're there. Invite. Also, I will go drop some gear because I have too much, I think. What to drop? We have that. I don't think we need that. What's this? Depleted max HP. Volatile. It's kind of nice. We want to keep that because it's primordial. You're just testing this and it shit the bed. It was not good enough. We also just did that to test as well. Alright, we should have enough to carry something. Contagion and melee randomly stacks together. 1 point of contagion does the same as 3 points FY. Well, shit! Well, with that being said, though, I don't know if there's many better points to spend. Like, I don't know where we would put those other 3 points. Yeah, also, it's a 50% thing, so I feel like it wouldn't help even a little bit. Because doesn't it increase the spread chance? So wouldn't it just have a higher chance of pinging off of each other? Maybe not. I don't know. Did I fuck up not getting this? No, I think it's fine. We usually go a little bit deeper into our Graveborn skill tree, though. But I do regret maybe not getting this. Because we do a little bit of dark magic. Although I think this wasn't scaling up properly. But I would have been shocked if they hadn't fixed that. Where this actually scales better than this. This is scaling way more than it should have. But yeah. There you are, Luke. Look at you. Beautiful mage. Guy has some big ass blue eyes. Golly. Glowing and shit. I will say, I was very happy with our look. Very, did you guys get a Kriegi vibe? Anything? Anything? I need your validation to feel okay. Okay. Especially with the armor set, I'm like, okay. A little melee. A little like I'm Krieg, I'm fucking, I'm a berserker. But yeah, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. I wish it was more like, I can't believe it's not a Krieg mask, dude. There needs to be like a fucking bandit mask, even if it was just kind of passively that. Also, you gonna drop it? You dropping it, Luke? The Ragnarok? Gives me Demon Lord Hunter vibes. Ooh, I love to hear it. I like it. I've got a shock and dark crossbow. Ooh, hell yes. Actually, that'd be really cool to see if that would work out in the build. Yeah, maybe we'll build shock instead of cryo. We always get cryo from our spell. Yeah. Okay. Primordial. Ooh, we got Ragnarok. It's cryo. Bop. And we got this. Mage staff. Interesting. Fire base. It's also primordial. Ooh. I don't know if, I mean, to me, the melee one seems a little bit, I'm not sure how that build would go. But thank you so much, Luke. Appreciate that. What is good, Roger? Roger. How are you? Wait. How are you? There we go. I hit the button, it didn't happen. I feel ashamed. How are you, Roger? Roger says, it would need a first preview word of firearm. I mean, I fucked this up. It would need a first person world of firearms, and Sir GRINN would be there as its savior. Oh, yes. Yes, right. How are you? How are you? Hopefully take care of yourself. Thank you so much, Luke. What do you got, Fluff? If are you on right now? All right, able to. Yeah, I was about to say, if I want to test the crossblades to see if that's a way that we can do damage. So we're not actually doing melee damage. We'll do a little bit of melee damage, but we're mainly doing elemental damage as our like metric. So for ranged enemies, we'd use crossblades as just a huge dot applier. Also, that's kind of still akin to Krieg, so it might work out. Roger says, I am well. Oh, sorry for the typo there. Nice cat. They will. Thank you so much, Roger, for just being here. Z Nation says, any specific weapons you're looking for? Yeah, we're looking for, specifically, we're trying to find, well, the main thing that we need to solve is, with us being a melee character, we need to do ranged melee damage. So yeah, I need to find a way to do that. So we need to find a way to do ranged melee damage, or maybe just super high elemental damage, and we're also using melee, and it kind of just works. Maybe. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for. But we're in terms of items, we're looking for a Ragnarok weapon. So they're like this weapon we just got, which is fantastic. We're looking for a Ragnarok weapon that is doesn't have something called vampire on it. Yeah, and it has it's melee. It has caustic on it. Are you shitting me? Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Sorry. It was the UI nightmare bug. But yeah, we're trying to get Ragnarok. We're also trying to get any other melee weapon. If you guys have a twin blade that has caustic and like echo or a rampage on it, that'd also be fantastic. But yeah, we're basically just trying to find ways to solve the range problem, and there's either the crossblade could do such high elemental damage, and because we're playing this character, they could profit from that elemental damage to where we can kind of sequence. But yeah, also, I'm hoping that this like cold tether will do something. Granted, I don't think it will do a great deal, but again, maybe in just combination with the right rolls of enchantments, we can get something happening. But yes. Find a dark magic one for thank you. Luke says thank you. Thank you so much, Luke. Z Nation says Ghostblade got a huge buff. Also the weapons with tasers work amazingly. Yeah. Do you mean Executioner's Blade? Because Ghostblade only got a 10% buff, but is it only when you're hitting with a fast attacking weapon? Because I feel like that might be the metric. Because we tested Ghostblade before without me having we had it on intense, so we need to test that as well. But I want to wait until Fluff gets here. But yeah, we have still plenty. A long night ahead of us. Roger, how are you? How art thou? I am well. Ooh, sorry for the typo there. Nice cat. Oh, yes, you were replying to that. Roger says, I've been alright, Lone Syndicate, although seeking ways to expand my free time now that I have absolutely nothing accomplished with Genshin at the moment. Roger! Roger! Holy shit! Join, I'm not sure I should say join Wonderland, but I feel the same way, man. Jesus Christ. I haven't logged in 2 days. Yesterday I was like, hey, my dailies is sitting there. I'm not seeing an invite. Okay, let me see. I'll do it again. Oh, you're relaunching. I think that's what's happening. But yeah, man, I haven't played that game, and yesterday I actually consciously was like, I don't want to log back in. I don't want to log back in. I'm worried because I also am sitting on like 10k, 15k like primo gems. So like, I think that's still a good college try if they ever release a character. But that's the thing, man. I feel like it finally happened for a lot of people where it like there's nothing, like everybody has so many characters that even, and honestly they're not doing a great job of making everyone excited for the characters still, you know. I don't know. It's just interesting to see because I feel like finally everybody came to the conclusion that a lot of us have felt, and I'm sure a lot of you guys here have felt as well, where like you felt like you're starting to get exhausted with like, I'm going to build another character. Ooh, look, a new character. I'm going to build them as well. Ooh, a new character. I'm going to build them as well. I have like 15 characters. It can kind of work. And what do I do with this? But I don't know, man. It'd be cool to see, what do you call it? That one game, Tower of Fantasy. I hope we can play that, Roger, and Lone Syndicate, and Fluff, and everyone else who's maybe interested in that game. It's also free, so you can just give it a try. But I think that game would be a fun time, because that game seems like it has way more, like, social elements. You can make, like, a clan. You can get after it in that way, you know? Let's go to this. There's Fluff. Invite. I also could join on Fluff if it's not working. Fluff, I probably could join on you. Roger says, very true. I know not what to do. All characters acquired. All characters built. Exploration exhausted. 300. What? 300,000 Primo Gems. What is left? Is that like the total that you've spent, or did you just like drop a fucking like insane amount of money into just Primo Gems? Please tell me it's like that's not like sitting there waiting to be spent. That's just like total, because golly, it's fucking incredible, Roger. You're an animal. I do mean that in the best possible way. Is what I have in reserve. In reserves. What the? Oh my God, Roger. Roger's a Persian prince. Okay, we made this joke before. She's explained herself, but still, it's never lost on me. That's just like, man, that's so fun. That's so fun. Oh, this is Fluff's knuckle thing. That one. Summons a hammer. Summons. We got some spells. Ooh, we got the tide spell. Is that the crossblade? Ooh, we got a crossblade. Projectile with dark magic and lightning. Ooh. Oh, is this the thing? Ragnarok? Electricity based? I think I have one that's like, ooh, but it's got echo. There's so many things. Volatile with echo. Primordial lightning things. Probably wants to grab that one. Got some rings. Melee damage. Melee critical hit damage. I think I have those too. God damn, Fluff. Wailing Banshee with Echo. Oof. Is it chaotic? It's volatile. Pretty nice. What is that one? Is that the stick? That's the wand. It's the wand. We also got that one. Clone. No, those are the ones I dropped. No, I'm lost. I already have one that's like I think I have this exact one. Maybe not. I don't think I have volatile. Let's see. The one I have, is that one? Where are you? Where are they? This one? No, it's got echo. Yeah, this is the one I think I got from Moxie's build. We got. I'm not. Do I want the? I thought I had maybe one that was electro. I think I may have dropped it though. It was a volatile thing, or a Torg, sorry, a Torg, this, but chaotic. I think I dropped it, but we could try that too. See if that can pack a punch. Granted, I don't have the right enchantment investment, which I do want to see if that can make that happen. All right, thank you, Fluff. I want to go test the crossblade, frankly, see if that can pack a punch. Granted, we're not really buffing a little bit of dark magic, I guess. Thank you, Fluff. You look great, also. You look like a weird purple goblin. Anyways. I say it with all the love in my heart, okay? Let's go test the crossblade, see if that... because that also got a buff. And that one got a really interesting buff to where it's like 100% a chance to apply an element, which is fun. With the delays, lackluster content to enjoy, the new character with Genshin isn't really doing well to motivate me to log back on. I think that's gonna be said for everyone. Tower Fantasy and Blue Protocol are both intriguing for me. Me too. I think Tower Fantasy, I just like the way that it's pacing itself out. Where like Blue Protocol, I still feel like is a game it's like so far away. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I haven't seen like actual gameplay of it. It seems like I've seen gameplay of it. I haven't seen it in so long where it's actually out in the open. Also, there's something weird with MMOs to me where you can never shake that feeling of like running around in a world that is not just your own a little bit, you know, which is why I'm sure you'll get used to it. But yeah, I don't know. There's something about that really I just come some nice, you know, when you're like you go up talk to a guy and then he gets bombarded by 6 other versions of you, and you're like, Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Z Nation says, "How do I join? I'll drop you 3 things that might help." Yeah, absolutely, Z Nation. You have to what do you call it? You have to send me a friend request, either on Epic or a Shift. Those are both the names. So you send me a friend request, I'll accept. Unless I already have you friended. Fluff says, yeah, the in-game invite tab is being weird. Was able to pull up the overlay instead. Weird, okay. Fluff says, I'm just dropping everything since I have the save back to perfect. Yeah, a lot of this is from Moxie build, but I have some of the old solid stuff. Yeah, no, you provided a lot of cool things. Let's see what the crossblade can do. We've also respected, so let's go here. And let's see if that contagion can pop off. What are we to do? We're going here. We're going to check crossblade. See what that can do. Where are you? This. Oh yeah, dark magic and electro. Also, that kind of can build us for like our ranged Tesla coil and see if that can actually start proccing hard. Or hitting relatively hard, I guess. Let's do this. And let's do this. And boom. It's, yeah. Granted, we don't have it built out. Maybe if, yeah, usually you see some movement. Some movement at this point. Ooh, but the melee looking promising. Sorry, the melee weapon is what I was looking at. But yeah, crossblade, I think we maybe need a lot of things. Just search GRINN. No, see the GRINN 3? Depends. If you're on PC, the Shift or Epic would be what you'd use. But if you're on console, you would just search GRINN 3. So it's right there. See, like right here, this right here, this bit, this thing right here. No. Yeah, but if you search GRINN 3 in the Shift count, you'd find me hopefully. Although, like Fluff was saying, sometimes it's a bit buggy. Fluff says, I've been doing surveys from a reputable site/app to get some spare funds for games and such. I recently had one focused on Blue Protocol, so I'm not sure how soon it comes out, but I'm guessing soon. I hope so. They say that it's sometime this year, but I just haven't heard shit. I've heard nothing. And maybe that's how that happens. They're just like, hey, fuck it, we're just going to crank up the advertising as soon as it starts getting close, you know? Maybe, but I have heard very little, which is why I'm like, I hope it exists. I hope it can happen. Okay, so we're going to be building ourselves for... Is this right? Yeah. That looks fine. That looks fine. We dark magic here, melee damage here. We have Graveborn damage there, and we have that. Should be good. Well, although we could use more cryo damage. Do I have one that has cryo in it? No. I think I could weirdly be okay, though, and see what happens. But yeah. But also, this is kind of a weird test because the coil weapon is always good. Oh, thank you for that. We'll do this real quick. Start meleeing. Go! Also, I think if we had consecutive hits, this is still... it's okay. It's okay. It's not madness, but it's fine. I wonder what would it be with other things built. Yeah. Also, we don't have the same enchantments on, so that's something that we could build for. Well, let's go real quick. Oh, first of all, let's accept that invite because sometimes it gets weird. Manage your friends. There you are. Accept friend invite. Perfect. I'll also, can I send you one right now? Let's see. Cap Cook. I'll also accept that. Where are you? Z Nation's right there. Send invite. I guess I'll just stand here. Let me know if we need to go back to the place. The place. Let's go here, and I just want to go to the murder church really quick, and see if we can manage. Like yeah, if this ranged melee weapon actually can pack a punch with these enemies. Also, oh my god, we're about to die. We're about to die. A little bit. Maybe if we had Reaper of Bones going, it'd be better. Yeah, we can always contact. Again, this is the weirdness with this weapon, is when we start getting into like a weird feedback loop. Go! Melee. Yeah, see, it's our melee that really makes things happen. Otherwise, it's leaves a little bit to be desired. We'll do this. We'll do this. We should now be even doing more damage. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, this actually worked quite well. Oh, please. Please. Ah, no, see, we lost our fucking, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Sorry. We do so much damage, but our Reaper of Bone just gets nuked in like 2 seconds. You're like, what the fuck is this? So maybe we have to drop Reaper of Bones and go with this Spinny Blade. And because we're going with Spinny Blade, we're not going to be able to benefit from this. So we'll go with melee damage, and then we'll go with changing this, which I believe we had one that was... I think this is what we have on our shield. Now we're kind of scattering ourselves a little bit. Do we not have cryo damage on any of these? I guess not. Could go with dark magic. We also go with all damage dealt and healing. Let's go with that one. So we have that. Also, we have nothing gaining here. We could have the spell stacking on that. But we have this. We have the melee damage. And we have that. Is that better? I'll have to make everything line up later. But yeah. We'll do this. Oh, I don't have my melee weapon thing going. Anyway. We'll do this. We'll lower our magazine. We'll go. I mean, it's... Yeah, well, I spoke too soon. Yeah. Enemies just drop you. And it sucks because there's no real way to, like, have that not happen. Well, at least maybe there is. Again, we're doing plenty of damage. Enemies are getting, like, folded in 2 seconds. I wish our base melee was good enough, like this tether. Also, stop lunging. Stop lunging at people. Yeah, I wish it was so much better. It's so shit. This maybe can do something. Something. That was not bad. I'll just save it for the ranged enemies. It kind of it's an answer. Not a good one, but an answer. Oh. See? Gearbox! What do I do with this? What is this? What? Stop it! Did the dot damage kill you? No. 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 Maybe the one blade thing? This bit of business? Where's SwordSplosion? You son of a bitch. There we go. Maybe this. Ah, okay. So maybe that's what we need. Boys, we need a SwordSplosion. That's what we need. Yeah, that is okay. Well, when it hits. Sometimes it misses like crazy. But it's also just a fun melee weapon. Also, again, I could put better mods on it, but I don't know. I think, well, it depends, because my theory, and I'll spoil it a little bit, my theory that this might play off of this, which probably is not true. I'm sure people will tell me in the comments that it's not true and destroy my whole dreams. But there's this, which is gain melee, gain a 10% melee bonus for consecutive hits. So if you hit multiple times with melee, you're going to be able to build up more stacks. My theory with this one is that you're hitting 2 melee attacks, and now be able to stack up the melee procs hit, essentially. So yeah, that's the hope. Will it happen? I don't know. Regardless, the good news about this one though is every single time we contact, we are gaining a lot. Also, again, we're not made by that one weapon. So like when we activate this, oh god, yeah, well, fucking dot damage, dude. But yeah, like we don't need to have that Tesla weapon out in order to do sufficient damage. We're building off of Stabo's weird synergies and such, but also with this one, maybe we need a little bit of that help. With our other sword, we don't need it. Like if I use the one that I just showed you guys, this one right here. Where are you? Is this it? This is it. This one should be fine. Yeah, well, this one should be like fine without needing any sort of help from the one weapon. But this one doesn't have any range gimmick. But then the other range gimmick doesn't have a range gimmick. It's unusable almost. Maybe that's not true. Let's reset one more time. I have one more thing I want to test, which I still don't think it'll be a good reply, but maybe. Also, Z-Nation says, sorry, can you send one more? Yeah, absolutely, Z-Nation. So thank you for being patient with me. Sorry, I caught up in explaining what's happening and testing things. I'll send you an invite right now. Do you need me to go to the Chaos Chambers? Well, we can just go, I guess, when you're here, too. Fluff. No, not Fluff. Where are you? Oh, no, it did the thing. Yeah, sometimes it's a pain, man. You have to sometimes relaunch your program. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it's just that shitty. But yeah. Unless you're here and I can't see you. Yeah, unfortunately, man. Yeah, like Fluff, we couldn't get to him because you had to load relaunch again. Unless I'm blind and I can't see that you're here. But if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be what would fix it, is you relaunch in the game. Sorry, Z Nation. What would I want to test? I want to test one more thing. We have that, we have that. We have this going. I feel like we kind of have to use this. I just wish there was a way to get more healing. Like more HP, essentially. But I don't think there is. Wait. I've never tried that. Would that? No. Would it? Well, we're not really losing on a damage either. The one that heals you for dark magic healed, generally. The one that the necklace that heals you for like dark magic proc. Granted, I think dark magic procs are capped, so bullshit. But anyways, I don't know if I have that in here somewhere. And if it is, it's fucking behind pages and pages of that. Does anybody know what necklace? Oh, fuck. Maybe sort by type. Just we start sorting necklaces will be okay. Type. Is that what type means? Like it sorts by necklace? Let's see. Roger says, it would be my guess that Blue Protocol shall arrive when we are the new elders of the world. Telltale of how it is used to be in 2022. Okay, all right. Of the world. Okay, so it's probably like when we're old and gray, when we're just like grumpy old men. That's when we're gonna get Blue Protocol. It's the same feeling. We're action skill dads. We got action skill dads. Is this a thing? Action skill stuff. Action skill stuff. Where is it? There it is. Also, frost damage and spell shot. I mean, is there a better one that we have? Converts melee damage. Come on. Dark magic and spore warden. Slightly better, but not by much. Also, I don't know many people who kept that. Because, yeah, who'd have thought you'd have this problem of survivability being so painful? Also, I can't actually equip that. What is this? Oh, this is the live wire melee. Different pistols with lightning prefixes. We'll drop the cryo one, I guess. And then we'll drop the all damage dealt status effect one. They'll pick up the other one. Of course, that makes everything just out of alignment. There we go. Where is it? Not that. Where is it? Z Nation says he's reloading. Perfect. Let me know when you up in here, so I'm not having you wait for too long. Is it at the bottom? Maybe. Oh, there's a whole page left. Weird that I did that. There it is. I'll grab one of that just to test. I think we might have more here. I thought I would have had more here. What was that one? Right, that one's the Dark Spore Warden. Game invite received. Perfect. Oh, should be able to test with that. So did it receive? Does that mean? Do you want me to join in on you? I can join in on you. Oh, my body. Fluff says Wailing Banshee has the highest base damage out of all legendary melees, and since it's Valor, it won't force you to lunge while still having some decent range. Yeah, I have that. I have that in my skill kit as well, Fluff. I didn't find it was as good for me, because there's the enchantment that stacks up damage as you melee, so it ends up being like revving up. Oh golly, Primordial one of these. Oh, should we try? Did that have the taser on it? Okay. Golly. Do I have enough space to pick up anything besides? Yeah, no. Sorry, give me a sec. I gotta drop some. Also, we have a lot of these which we can drop. We have melee things. Let's drop that. Sure. Well, no, we'll keep those. We'll keep the Torg one. Drop that. I just wanted to test that to be a healing kind of pool. Actually, I might want to keep testing that. I shouldn't have dropped that. I want to keep that. That one has Echo too. Yeah, it sounds awesome. I have a lot of shields that I don't need. I think that one's the base one that I was duplicating. Also, maybe I want to keep that SMG that I dropped. Because maybe it could be a good stat stick for healing. We got this one, which is ancient. Action skill cooldown. Oof, and it's primordial. God damn, okay. And what was the shield? Buffmeister, Bonk, and Kachow. God damn, really? Awesome. I'm not sure that one's better than the one. Honestly, if there was ever a ×2, also we got that shotgun bazooka. Where's the other one? Or is that one whole weapon? Or is there 2 in there? No, there's 2 in there. What is that other thing in there? Well, I don't have anything. I can push it around. Move your ass, big ass shotgun thing. There we go. What is this shotgun? Lightning damage. Oh, Jolt Red Hawk, and we got the thing. I might want that bazooka. I have a non-primordial version of it. Yes. Give me. Fuck. I picked up the wrong thing again. Get out of here. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's incredible, frankly. Holy shit. Thank you so much, my friend. What do you call it? What was I was going to say something that was relevant to what that was. I don't remember what it was about. Damn it. But thank you so much, Z Nation. I appreciate that immensely. That'll all help. I'm curious about what to do though with that, because first of all, is this the coil that's the right prefix? Let's see. The coil. Is this the one with the thing? It does have tasers. Perfect. Oh, also it's firing 2 tasers. God damn. Madness. That one only fired 1, I think. Golly. Well, now we gotta run things back again. Let's test some stuff. But yeah, I still want to test that range thing. Even though I mean, usually you see the damage happen if it was gonna happen. But at that point, even just with enemies, like if you'll usually see yourself body some like normal enemies, and then you'll be like, okay, well if I can just times this with enchantments, make it even better, kind of thing. But again, it'd be so much easier for me if I could just be like, just drop Reaper Bones. Just be like, hey, we're gonna use this spinny blade thing, and we're gonna be okay. But let's see if with 2 probes being embedded into an enemy, if that actually can sequence in a better way, maybe. Also, I forgot. I wanted to test that one thing before we forget. I want to test if we can overheal. Essentially, I don't know if healing seems to be in such a weird place where I don't know if you actually can. But if I have that necklace on that gives me healing when for dark magic gain, that could maybe make me tanky enough to where I can maybe subsist, and not just get bodied instantly. Because that's the only other thing we're having a problem with is like survivability. Like even just the ability to like wait 2 seconds, switch to another weapon, activate probes. Oh, I was too overzealous. Go in there with this. I mean, honestly, still pretty good. Still pretty solid. Pop, 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 pop. Stack up those elements and do pretty decent damage. Nice. Yeah, see, I mean, now, man, as soon as we stop playing on intense, we're cooking. It's significantly better. But beforehand, we were killing ourselves horribly. Jacob says, was SwordSplosion tested already? Yeah, we can test it again if you want. Just give me a couple seconds. I just want to see if we can kind of get enough healing out of this thing. Because our only problem with our build right now is just that we can't subsist enough. So if you could just be patient with me, I'll show you this SwordSplosion again. Man, I'm really hoping there's a person on like one of the save files out there who has like a banger SwordSplosion, because if there's a cryo version of that out there, then our build is kind of complete. Because like right there, we had a moment where a rack was like far away from us, and as long as we were able to stack up some SwordSplosions, we were able to detonate the SwordSplosions and actually kill them, which was nice. No, it's fine. You don't need to do that. Well, why not? It's gonna take 2 seconds, man. It's okay. What we're gonna do first, I just want to see if we can. Well, so first of all, we'll switch out to this one. I've never used this one before. I don't even know if it has any particular use, but status effect chance is nice. But yeah, whenever we're full health and we heal from dark magic, we're gonna be I'm not sure if we'll be able to have full health with Reaper of Bones though. It might just be that mean and keep bodying us, you know. Also, we'll equip the ones that we were rocking beforehand. Which is Reaper of Bones, that one. And then we'll put on this one again. I forgot we had a dark magic one. Where is it? We had one that had like enchantment. There it is. Right there. We have the consistent damage output. We have this, and well, this normally kills fast, but I wanted also we don't have the right thing on. Let me do this. We have elemental damage. Where's our melee damage? There. Okay. Let's also switch to our coil weapon. Also, why do we have so many extra bullets in our coil weapon? What happened? What happened with that? We'll do this. Maybe it's. Do I have like a magazine size increase? Melee, 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 melee. Actually, we have 10k HP. All right, that was actually not bad. I'm blown away. We had a good bit of healing there. Holy shit! Yeah, we do not have 10k on a base. Is it, boys? Are we making a melee build? Only thing we're missing is a SwordSplosion that is in any way good. Alright, we have, honestly, the fact that our SwordSplosion was doing so good and the fact that it's like not elemental, we just used the ×3 one, that's pretty good, all things considered. Granted, we are kind of forcing it to do, you know, a little bit of dark magic, but yeah, that's to be expected, you know? But yes, also, man, it's annoying when our thing finally goes away. Yeah, like just, again, Reaper of Bones is like, okay, I'll just be on cooldown for a year, thank you. I'm like, what? Fuck off, bastard. The good news, though, is we seem to have our spell back immediately. Yeah, so we do plenty of damage. The damage thing is what we're doing fine with. Even if I don't think we use this weapon, I think we'd still be okay. Let's switch weapons. Let's just see. Yeah, see, we're still doing such high dot damage that we would still melt things. It's not like the coil weapon is making or breaking us. Yeah. Also, we don't even have Reaper of Bones going, so that would be even better. Let's honestly, I want to see one more thing. If we can activate, like, is this good for stacking Reaper for stacks of Executioner's Blade because it has a decent high crit chance? Let's do this, and let's melee. Also, my thumb is in pain all the time. I wish there was a way to make the melee attack easier, but also, like, you need all your other buttons. Like, you need to have one of those crazy joystick things that has like 6 different things going in order for it to make sense. Man, I feel like such an idiot. Sorry, first of all, but just the idea of us just being in an absolute shit place with us getting bodied so consistently. Also, yeah, man, Reaper of Bones still just a glutton, just like even though we have 9k, I know it deals damage on a percentage, but we should be healing like fucking mad, and it's still we're not healing that much, you know, not enough. Granted, honestly, we're doing so much damage right now, we could probably take a loss. I need like a dark magic weapon that's not, yeah, that doesn't have, what is, no, this has vampire. Fucking vampire. God damn it. Vampire makes it so that we heal our shield, so we're not able to get our benefit from our shield, which is pain. We also have other shields that like give you dark magic damage. Oh no, not deplete. There's one like on kill you get fire damage, which can be helpful, I guess. We need to use that. But also, I would like to use. Well, actually, well, yeah. Right now, also, what the fuck? We have like so much HP, and they still one-shot you with fucking stupid melee bullshit. Anyways, this quickly, this. How much? Like, we should be doing so much dark magic that we should be. Yeah, we should have like an abundant. I think there's a cap on how much dark magic you can like store, which is bullshit. Okay. Yeah, see a little bit of a damage loss there. I do want to use the weapon that Fluff gave me, though. He gave me one of these. Well, both of you gave me a lot of things, actually, so it's kind of hard to tell who gave me what at this point. But I think it was this one, a Primordial. Is this the same fast attacking one? Yeah, but this one doesn't have Vampire on it, though, which is nice. Also, it has action skill cooldown. I wonder if it's one of the slow attacking ones, too. Little bit of a slow attacking one. It's fine. I wonder if that works better now. Now that we have the dis in combination with... Well, we won't be able to constantly output that, though. Sorry, I'm not doing a great job of expressing myself. I what I'm thinking. Z-Nation says, good luck, man. The Banshee I gave you will help when your Reaper is on cooldown. Yeah, the cooldown buff. That's amazing. Let's actually use that for a bit and see how it plays. Let's give it the best chance with this. But see, that's our enemy right there. But also, if we can get that coil, like sometimes you can use enemies that are on the ground to solve our ranged enemy problem. Oh, please. We have so much health. There we go. Thank God. It's a way we can kind of persist. Come here. God, why are you so cruel? What happened? How did he die? What happened? Wait, what happened? what happened? What? How did he die? How did the thing die? I didn't hit him. Did something detonate my coil? God damn it. What happened? How did he drop? Shit. I don't think we, like, did something detonate our Tesla coil? Like our little this? I don't know. I don't understand. How did I kill you? Wait, what? What? Like, what? Sorry, I thought we didn't even melee, but it hit. What? How did I have a tether to you? How did it tether to you? What was that? Again, it happened again. What is happening? What is doing that? What is causing the coil to hit without me actually contacting with him? Is it like I summon a ghost blade and does that detonate it? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Maybe it's just buggy? That don't seem right. That don't seem right. Let's do this. Activate both of these. Hey. Hey. Are they like dealing damage? How? We detonated some. I think we might have summoned a coil. Yeah, because this should not be doing that much damage. Yeah, it's summoning a coil, I think. And I think that coil, that like melee, our melee knife is detonating, I don't know. Why are you taking so much damage? I don't understand. It's not like the weapon does good damage. And if we get one hit, we'll activate our Tesla coil and that'll kill everybody. Usually. Usually that happens. Yeah, we have 10k health, and I feel better about this. I feel better about most of this. We don't even have Reaper Bones. Oh, we do have Reaper. No, we don't even have Reaper Bones going. But Reaper Bones goes away so fast. I feel like it's better just having the, like, even though Reaper Bones, you can use it, and it is kind of fun. It's, yeah. I don't know what was doing that. How was that detonating that melee hit? Like, was it this? How are you guys dying so what is... I think I was just playing on, like, hard mode, and I thought everything was super resistant, because now everything's just dying from the base hit. Banshee launches attacks at enemy as well. I know that, Fluff, but it was that we seen a coil, like I meleeed once, and then I seen a coil hit to them. You think something like ran in front of me? Twice? When I was doing that? Maybe. I wonder if, let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. And then do this. Is there like a coil happening? Also, that, man. Oh, I think it's because our Executioner's Blade. Actually, Executioner's Blade is doing really well, actually. I was talking shit about it because we were playing on Intense. And everything was scaled like crazy. But yeah, even this, just like the gun damage eventually detonates Executioner's Blade, and it seems like those start to eventually melt. If a couple of those start to detonate. Yeah, see, as soon as that started to detonate, we started to melt him immediately. So Executioner's Blade's where it's at. So then how should we reformat this then? Because now it's like, oh, things are working at least. Because that was the, like, I don't want to destroy the video. I just spent the whole day editing, dude. Oh, I made a whole video about how melee sucks, and it does. There's not a lot of great answers. But at least Executioner's Blade's kind of a answer for, like, getting the things to happen. But, like, at least it's somewhat solvable, it seems like. I'm gonna eat my words. I'm sure we're gonna go fight a raid boss and be like, all right, well, there's still limitations. But that's something. We're kind of cooking a little bit. I don't know if this one is still better than that. Granted, if we have Executioner's Blade, then maybe let's do one more test. Can Executioner's Blade detonate? Or sorry, Ghost Blade. Can Ghost Blade detonate an Executioner's Blade? I don't know. I do not know. Jacob says, was SwordSplosion tested already? Heard LeChance or LeCharge Gearbox has a higher chance to drop SwordSplosion this week, even higher in Chaos Chambers. Ooh. I haven't got a drop yet. Actually, I think I got one to drop. Yeah. Red says, GRINN, I would recommend the Xbox Elite controller. Everyone does. I have not used L3 or R3 for years because of the back paddles. Same for A and B for jumping and crouching. Yeah, the only thing is that my hands are not quite as big. And the Xbox controllers have always been like fat for the sake of fat. Thick with a capital T. Okay. And it's always been a little bit hard for me to hold that shit. So yes, but we can activate this. Activate that. Does that detonate? That is pretty fine. Yeah, if not playing, I think we're all playing on Elite. Because, yeah, that's actually acceptable. Now, granted, if you're playing against Elite enemies, maybe less great. But even if it does half of that, it's still somewhat okay. Granted, it doesn't, I think, heal us, which is shit. But, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How can I save myself? This, maybe. And this. Ugh. How did that guy die? I don't know. I feel like, also my dogs are barking, forgive me. I feel like our original concept would work now. Like our original idea of just using like Tediore weapons to kind of act as like a detonation source for Executioner's blades. So like, can you die just by getting rushed by all these Executioner's blades? And all the dot damage also. Yeah, you melt. All right. Now, granted, there'll be harder enemies because they're elite and badass in the thing, but still. Yeah, see, everyone's getting lit up. Like, that guy's about dead. That guy's about dead just because of this weapon. We just need a high projectile version of a pixie, or like a guns with wings. It doesn't matter. We're just using it. Can be melee damage or gun damage. Doesn't really matter. And we could just use this, and as soon as the ghost blade goes away, we can start doing our melee fuckery, and that will get us our cooldown back. All right. Activate this to get ourselves healing a little bit. We still have a great class mod for Stabomancer. Does anybody have a Stabomancer class mod that's not the shittiest? Like, that has even the remotely good, like, status things? Yeah, this is fine. Will this be fine in the Chaos Chambers, though? Let's go to the Chaos Chambers real quick. We may not complete it. But let's see. Maybe, again, when you make things elite, when you start getting curses, your bitch ass dropping. Okay? Feature run, sure. What are you? No, this. Also, yeah, that does throw people quite far. Also chuck a bunch of these. I will say, it is nice having like 1,000 health because it does seem like it's capped though. It makes it sound like it's limitless, but this enchantment. Also, if anybody has this, that'd be cool too. I'm asking for everything, but while your health is full, healing from dark magic increases your maximum health. I think it's at a point of diminishing returns on that, where like it's like you get 10k. Calm down, calm down. But no, this feels like what I wanted the melee build to kind of be like. Like we're not having to use the weird Tesla coil. We're doing plenty of enough damage just by ourselves. As long as we keep throwing these, they'll keep executing statuses on enemies because they keep summoning Executioner's blades. Fucking intensity. I gotta make a whole rant on that shit immediately when we're making the build video because it's just like such a parasite that will wreck your whole life. Okay. Granted, these enemies aren't elite, so maybe when we start fighting elite enemies, we'll start regretting everything. Probably. Also, I want to see how quickly we can get our spinny blade back, and I don't even have attack speed cooldown, stuff like that, which I think we could use. Give me all this. We're not using roguelike. I wish I could take more nerfs, but unfortunately they're all set in stone, and I'm not taking roguelike because you sometimes just get blitzkrieg for no reason. Red says, though, I did find a back pedal from Xbox Elite Controller 2 Short. I used a paddle from Xbox V1. They are much longer. Pretty sure you can buy them separately if you need. Yeah, there's tons of modular controllers. I fell into the fucking This pissed me off, dude. I know a lot of content creators that, like, to me, talked up these people a lot. And maybe, like, yeah, maybe for, like, you need the money, absolutely. But these people were, like they literally just sent them a controller, and I heard them everywhere. And that was their, like, business model. They just kept sending people controllers. I don't want to talk shit, so I'm not going to say anything because I think it's just bad business. But, you know, yeah, it's scuffed. It's scuffed. I fucking bought one. It fell apart instantly. Like, it's just fucking awful. And yeah, I don't know, man. I was just like, well, I was like, so many people say they're great, and people always, basically all they did was just send people them for free, and yeah, mind you, these controllers can be like anywhere from $300, so fucking Christ. But I got the cheapest one imaginable, which was still pretty expensive. But the fact that it broke, I was just like, you know what, this is a lesson I will never need to learn again. I am content. I feel bad. This sucks. Also, I didn't mean to activate that actually, but I do want to see how it like if it eventually bottoms out to that weapon that we're currently rocking. But frankly, like yeah, even if we just hold back with the fact that Executioner's Blade is actually doing plenty. Yeah, look at that. So looking at your fucking pixie just hunt shit. Like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. Do like drive-bys. Oh my god. And these are elite enemies and they're still dropping like nothing. So that's heartwarming. That's nice to see. Guys, I'm just happy we're able to like play the video game. There's so many times where we were just getting dropped and bodied for 2 seconds. Also, I should melee. Also, our Executioner's Blade's back, and I didn't even actually mean to do it. So I think if we build out some cooldown, I think that'll actually work out. And we have 9k health now with that necklace. Boys, we finally made it. Also, you can use Krieg build if you want. That's not like that doesn't work. It's just like that. This is kind of nice too. In fact, I don't know if anybody would have it. Yeah, I don't even know if it's possible. I think this is unique to the special guns with wings pixie builds, which are these, which basically come with this barrel type, which means they fire four bullets essentially. And each one of those has a chance of detonating Executioner's Blade, which just wrecks people. And I still don't know if that's good enough to kill ranged enemies. I kind of want to go down, hopefully, at some point in this, and we'll just chuck a bunch of these. And granted, you could have a better version of this. We're just basically using this as a stat stick. This is a level 1. Like, it's not chaotic. It's just, oh no, it's chaotic, sorry, it's chaotic. Also, it has Reaper of Bones, so we're not gaining any sort of buff from this. So if we had, like, cryo on this, or a cryo damage buff, that would help with this. That would help our Executioner's Blade hit harder. So, we could make it better. I got fucking hair in my mouth. Ah! It's a beard hair too, so it's fucking thorn. It's like a thorn. Anyways, sorry. Disgusting. This. Ooh, Frozen Vengeance. Painful. The Fluff says, are you wearing a mace ward? It may have counted as mace, a melee related, which triggers a chain. No, we're using this currently. We're using the one that gives you 100% damage when your shield breaks. This one, Cursed Wit. That's what we're using. Cursed Wit. We're using the healing one, and we have a really unhelpful thing here. So that's kind of the only thing that I'm kind of looking to get. But what are the odds that we're gonna get max HP, melee damage, and then maybe critical hit chance or something? Not great, but if we can get one of those, that'd be a pretty big gain. Granted, I'm wondering if we need that, because like right now we're already kind of sufficient, and we don't even have the right enchantments going with our weapons, and that we're able to cut down elite enemies, so we should be good. And we'll do this, and we'll do this. I do want to kind of try to leave, like, let's try to burn out Executioner's Blade. We'll do that. Ranged enemy dead. Guys, I'm so happy. Can't describe. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, so now we don't have Executioner's Blade. Come here, you. It's fine. We'll just do this. Go. Go. And this. Melee. Melee Executioner's Blade. Come back soon. I can't see shit. God damn it. Boom. Where are you? I can't find you. Damn you. Also, it does help that I think we're having a weapon that's scaling off of primordial damage, which is nice. But yeah, no, Executioner's Blade, as long as you're not playing on Elite, is actually killer. Also, oh my god, we're not going to be able to do the thing. Wait! Wait! God damn you, feed! Feed, I did it! Shit. I was not focusing on the objective. Also, it's so nice not having to constantly make it so that you're not reloading with this, so it's kind of nice. Also, you're not, like, you can use the other SMG weapon as well. It's not like you'll cap out. So you have multiple choices of weapons here, which is nice. Are you still alive? I thought we finished it. No, I think we're close. I think you'll be dead. 2 swings. There we go. Run! Hopefully those little sources will keep you alive. Give that to you. We'll activate this. Yeah, I think if we had a little bit more cooldown, our action skill cooldown, we'd be perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we have that necklace just gave us enough healing forever. Like, we have plenty of health now. Thank God. But also, we weren't really gaining a lot from the other necklace. I don't know why I didn't think to replace it. I thought, you know, Reaper Bones needs to get chewed, like, knocked off cooldown. But on the off chance we have a ranged enemy, we can just do that. Also, that was stupid. Just losing it like that. Fuck. Anyways. Fluff says, oh, right, your Grave Stabo, right? Yeah. Grave Stabo. Well, honestly, I don't even need Grave. I just need Stabo. If it was like, if as long as it was a decently, like, chaotic or volatile, honestly, if it just had good stats, because that's the thing where, like, we're not benefiting from any skill investment besides one. Like, this skill, the thing that I'm currently using, I need it to be Stabo, and I need it to be Converts Damage to heal Dark Magic so that we can heal sufficiently. Otherwise, we just don't have enough heal. But yeah. Also, we can cast this again. This is actually quite fun. I like the blade. It's quite nice. Also, I think it heals me a lot. Also, perfect blade. Show your use. Get the guy in the sky. Rip him apart. What's in front of me? It's a shark. Also, he took a knee finally. And again, we're not inhibited in any way to not use the coil weapon below us. So that can also work. Also, this weapon. But yes. In fact, I think it actually might be beneficial if there is like because you don't really need, like, you could easily just, whenever you're feeling a little like you're gonna die. Also, yeah, the rate in which we can, like, yeah, we can just summon Executioner's Blade because we're just like is pretty high. What was I saying? Also, I wonder if you could kind of like shoot infinitely if you have the weapon that gives you. I'm curious about that. I don't know. I'm not sure it's a good time to test it, but whenever you do melee damage, there's a 30% chance for you to reload your weapon. I wonder if we can do such high melee damage output that because we're constantly summoning, because this is ×4, so the odds of like us getting a critical hit and that will instantly restore our magazine. Let's try it. We've got nothing to lose really. We already kind of have our baseline. Also, our necklace is kind of falling behind. We got like frost damage and a spell shot, not great, but also I don't know if we get a lot from having high investment in certain class priorities. What are we doing? Is this the one? Yeah. I just want to see if we can maybe actually get away with this. I don't think so because we're losing on a lot of HP with this, but yeah. My nose. I'll give myself actually hopefully a good curse this time. I actually take a loss. Run. Okay. Also with the Executioner's Blade, that should help immensely too. Yeah, I love how these things don't even kill anything. It's just the Executioner's Blade that'll eventually spawn and like wreck the person. Yeah. Eventually Executioner's Blade come knocking. Yeah, see, our magazine just got refilled. It's working! That works? Holy shit, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. So we have to reload every now and again, which is fine. It's not actually, we don't have any loss. Oh shit, it was maybe bad. We're fine. We'll be okay. We just got melee. There we go. But no, that works because essentially we're hitting so many procs that eventually our magazine gets reset to 23 so we basically never stop firing. That's weird. Also, we're constantly summoning like daggers, so that weirdly works. This is not even a chaotic weapon. Or sorry, this is chaotic. It's not like a what do you call it? A crazy variant. Yeah. So that at least gives me hope, because like I think I'm gonna upload the build and I'm gonna say like I think this is gonna be one of the first builds I make an update video, because like right now we're doing plenty and I really want to get this build out of here, because I feel like at this point we're actually playing like Krieg. We can play melee if we want. We can also just like make it rain with this. We can also fire endlessly with that if we wanted. And yeah, I wonder what it'd be for bossing though. Let's actually test that before we go. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I do need to leave eventually because I do have food that's probably getting cold on me. But let's take a loss of critical damage. That actually might hurt a little bit. Let's see. Let's also try to get more curses, see if we can break it. Lone Secret says, well, Grin, I'm off to do some drawing and watch some anime. I shall see you tomorrow. Peace. Thanks for stopping by, Lone Secret. Hopefully I can see more of you tomorrow. This, and this. Yeah, and our thing's not resetting yet. There we go. Ghostblade's got to catch up. So we'll do this. And it's funny because we're not even using this as a damage source. Like, this is just a stat stick. Also, it's healing us, which is shocking. I don't know how we're alive like so consistently right now. I think it's just that necklace. It's actually like, I feel like that necklace fixes like the breaking point of dark magic. Also, we could do this. Where is it? This? Yeah. Can also do this. This. And eventually, dark blades will start throwing. We're holding down the bullets. They just won't stop. We're firing endlessly. Actually, it's probably better that we reload at some point. Something will die. We can always melee too. I forgot. We're also built to melee. Yeah. Oh, we're starting to get a little dicey now. We're starting to take too much damage. We'll do this. There we go. We didn't even get to do that. But no, this, yeah, I mean, I still think I prefer, actually, no, we weren't even surviving due to that, yeah, because we weren't even using the heal from this, but it's still something that's fun that we could use, weirdly enough. I want to see if it's actually, yeah, like, I know we can use dark magic. I'm not sure if we want to. Oh, sorry, Reaper of Bones, sorry. We can't use Reaper of Bones. I don't know if there's much reason to. Maybe if we use this, because all of these are going to be converted to dark magic damage. Maybe. Because, yeah, our melee blades should do bonus dark magic damage while Reaper of Bones is active, but we'll have to pay, like, really far back and kind of be really careful about when we engage. And I wonder if we're gonna play like that, if it's better off not even going with the shield. If it's better off going with the, like, on kill, get fire damage. And also healing, because that would give us even more survivability. Now I gotta go find that shield. Fun. Damn it. But yeah. Let's go get this. Buff buddies. Yeah, bulwark buddies actually is a pain in the ass. But granted, with this we should be able to melt that pretty fast. Red says, I wonder, I would also recommend Control Freak analog stick grips. Interesting. Also, oh fuck, I didn't do that. I meant to use Reaper Bones. Oh, I forgot. We got this. I don't know why this is so resistant. Yeah. Why are you blue? I don't know, you all popped though. Break! God damn you! Chopping. I don't know why this one is so resistant. Everything comparatively is not. Ooh, come on, heal. Dark magic heal. There we go. Whew. I think now is the time when we use this, just to kind of give ourselves a little bit extra bump. And then, oh, I see, maybe it's elite, that's what's happening. So our coil should be doing more damage. He died, and we died. Something popped, I don't know. Unlucky. Jacob says, kill Maker if you want on shield kill. Oh, on that one, yeah. I think I have a couple in my vault, actually. I just don't know if they're good, you know? And if you're not going to go with, like, one that requires you to have low capacity and be depleted, you kind of want to go with one that is, like, on full movement speed or something, you know? Like, something. Also, what did I want to test before we logged off just then? I completely blanked on what we were going to do. Oh, that's what I want. I want to see if like, I can use both. If I can use Reaper Bones and this, or if it's kind of like, Reaper Bones is kind of in a bad place. Yeah. Some control-free grips for years, and still very grippy, despite being extremely worn in now. The texture is gone, leaving just the rubbers. Lol, weird, weird, but it lasted a good bit. At least there's that. So I wanted to see if by using this would be a better combination, because we're playing dark magic on all this. Be interesting to see. Ooh, just like that, our health gone. Shit. Come on, dark magic, thank you. Yeah, see, Graveborn just gets knocked. There's one hit. I feel like we die faster with Graveborn, despite us having so much healing from dark magic. Like I feel like Reaper of Bones just made, like, we were more unkillable with using the spinny blade. And the damage gain from, like, bonus damage for dark magic wasn't entirely noticeable. So, we did get a SwordSplosion that happens to be corrosive. That's cool. I wonder if that's what they did. Was SwordSplosion always able to come in an element? Because I feel like that wasn't always the case. Maybe I'm blind. I just thought, if I would have seen it, I would have been like, oh, nice. That's neat. Graveborn and Berserker. God damn you. While less health, you get that, nurse, all that. Well, melee and critical shotgun chance, though. Oh, it's only 12. Jesus Christ. It's fucking the worst roll ever. All right, let's go. But yeah, no, I guess I could say, like, hey, Reaper Bones can kind of work if you're not playing on, I guess maybe, because some of the builds, sometimes bosses just don't attack you, so it actually works out fine. Other times, not so much. Granted, maybe we would be even more killable if we were using the coil weapon, like this thing, because that coil is constantly hitting. Maybe. Not the best answer, I know. Did we get something special? Clawbringer Berserker. I guess. No, I kind of want a SwordSplosion at this point, if we can. Thank God that didn't kill me. SwordSplosion could always occur with an element, but it's uncommon from my experience. Okay, cool. So maybe that was what it was. It's just I stopped investing in shotguns, and I just never seen any more of them. That makes sense. Jacob says, kill Maker to get the shield. SwordSplosion comes in all forms, including plane. Okay, I just got probably really lucky then. I kept only seeing like neutral versions of it. Weird. So I guess the grip mod is just something that can be like, hey, so now that we've increased the fire rate, now we've given you the ability to reduce it in terms of the kick, which probably seems pretty nice, frankly. Oh my God, guys, we're half an hour over. Golly. Now I opened the stream saying, hi guys, it might be a short stream because I'm not feeling well. Well, I started feeling better that our fucking build fire started working as we take down the base difficulty of the game. Which honestly, I don't know if anybody really plays that as on insane. So, yeah. Ooh, we got dark magic. Oh, wait. Holy shit. That's the first I've ever seen of that. Dark magic and frost. I've never seen it like that ever. That's awesome. Maybe that actually was our weird Frankenstein build before I change anything. Well, we should try that out and see. Also, yeah, I don't think we need actually that healing. It seems like our healing is pretty fine, actually. As long as we're not just playing like stupid, like point blank hitting people. Always. I don't know if, yeah, no, we want that healing artifact that we currently have. Gun damage, no. No, that's my Hydra spell I don't really want. Okay, where is that? Where are you? Yes, Crossblade of Steam. Awesome. That's also volatile, so that's anything below volatile, you're like, maybe if I build for it, it might be okay. What is that? Oh, is that the sonic weapon that goes like, it does more damage the faster you move? Also, I suppose we could also find like a pixie that has, like a fury or pixie that has multiple projectiles as well. Shoots magic beam. Hydras. Bounces. Frost what? Frosting die. Thrown weapon bounces and knocks back enemies, explodes after a duration. I've never seen that before. Weird. I didn't even know there's a Frost Furior like that. Oh no, yeah, it's the one that throws. It's we chuck dice, right? No, I know what that is now. Nothing too good. Who's times 9? If only that was a pixie or a guns with wings. It doesn't matter. We're just using it to detonate Executioner's Blade. Volatile. We're missing a legendary somewhere here. I can't see. Red Hawk. Oh no, Red Hellion. Yeah, that's the. I think that's the weapon that you attack faster with the more you move, which apparently is actually really good. Mist, Projectile, Ward. Look at this. It looks like a Furior, Hydra, bleh. Unfortunately, no SwordSplosion. Not a corrosive one though, so it's not entirely nightmare time, but still. Okay, well, we got a crossblade. I'm actually very interested in seeing what that is. We'll take off that. Actually, we could even get a better version of that. Oh, actually, that was the one you gave me on a base. I'll make sure to not, put a thing on that one so I don't lose track of it. But this should actually be really interesting to see. Let's take away that. Also, our damage, just to show you guys how much more damage we could have, this is being overwritten by this. So we have the same enchantment here, so they're not stacking. We also had we were using that one thing for a while. This, where is it? This. We were using this for a while. This has, when Graveborn's action skill is activated, we're getting dark magic damage. So that's actually not equating too hard and scaling too hard, so that could be improved. And also we had melee damage and that was helping. We also have, we had a lot of lost damage there, which we otherwise could have had, which is awesome. So there's plenty to be awesome. Little crystals in the thing are red. That's so cool. This is the first dark magic version of this I've ever seen. Dark magic and cryo too. Oh, also it's 2 shots, bop bop, and then it reloads. Also, it has a fast reload. I'm actually curious to see if this is actually any good. I think we've already tested it. It's a little, even though we do a lot of elemental damage, I don't know if it can really pop off in that way, but we could see. SwordSplosion ×3 variant is the best I've heard. Yeah, I have one of those that's ×3, and that one is by far the best, even though it's not volatile or anything like that. But let's see if this can have any punch. Yeah. And we'll use Reaper Bones, sure. Also, it's dark magic, so we should actually be healing a good bit from it as well. Do this. And do this. Come on. Oof. Yeah. It's crossblade. I don't know. I know dot damage. I don't know. Can dot damage be that good? Maybe. I mean, it's good in every other regard. Yeah, so we just lost our fucking Reaper Bones. Son of a bitch. So yeah, pain. A little bit of pain there. And before I lose faith, because we just did good damage, let's try to do this again. But this time not with crossblade. Even in additional difficulties of the DLC didn't reward much else. One thing I really wish it did was provide at least 2 more skill points after completing the final difficulty. That's one thing that we could really benefit from, an additional 2 points. We don't need to have a level cap increase otherwise. It might all of the gear be obsolete. Oh, and make all the gear obsolete. But since we can only combine 2 class mods at a time, it'll be nice to be able to reach both capstones by the time of the final DLC. Yeah, I agree. That'd be nice. Jacob says, I keep hoping we'll be able to get a 3rd class to be a true multi-class build. I'm kind of right now, Jacob, I'm kind of really in the hope that we can get because to me, the one thing that I've noticed after trying to make a melee build, with using Berserker, with using Stabbo, using going to Clawbringer, etc., it seems like there's a lot of melee additions. Like if you think about skills like this, which give you a potential chance to apply an element, spread the element, if you do a certain things, movement speed, contagion, all of these things, or just attack with anything but a melee weapon, you get a melee effect. These are all seeming like additive things. Same with Blast Chill. They all seem like additive melee things, where I feels like almost they need a action skill, regardless of the class, that has some sort of like main thing. Like Athena had her shield. Like I don't know what it would be. If like that's what they're gonna do is like, hey, you know how you can do what do you call it? Blade, like a sword and gun, whatever it's called. So Stabbo, or what is it called? I thought Stabbo was supposed to be like the sword and shield kind of, or spell sword is supposed to be, but instead it was swords and I don't know what it was supposed to be. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I was hoping that they would basically do that. Is that they would have, whether it's like, hey, now you have a shield that you can like throw like Iron Man. I don't know what they would do. Ideally for me, it would just be having a Krieg, like whatever melee weapon you have equipped, your character would start holding it in front of him like Krieg, and you could throw it and melee hit it. That would like literally solve so many problems. And there's ways within the skill tree that could give you it back. I don't know. I would love that, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. I feel like there's a high probability that the first subclass that we're going to get that's added is going to be the I think he's just going to be the bard. Sorry, it's just like one of the most iconic things within D&D is the bard, so I feel like it's kind of gotta have to be him, which I'm fine with. I think the bard is actually a charming class, and I couldn't wait to see what they would add to that. Let's do that. I guess we could try using not Graveborn, because we've already seen that it kind of doesn't work. Let's see if this works better. Granted, we're not getting the buff from this, and we could just nuke this really quick. Also, with that necklace, that has like a magazine capacity, which I think does increase the damage of our base weapon, which is nice. Melee, 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 melee. Yeah, so this weapon's great in I think a lot of ways, but I do, yeah, especially when it starts, like eventually your executioner's blades start stacking. I do like the one weapon though that we have, because it's also just good in a different way, essentially. Especially for, well, again, that one weapon can be like, we can reach ranged enemies, which is nice. I wonder if there's a better projectile, like guns with wings or TDR. I wonder, because we're only using this as a stat stick and also a crit chance. So if anything that has a high crit chance, it'd also be great. But what did I want to see? I wanted to go and see. Oh, I want to show you guys this. Is this the one? Nope. It's the one that has that one. Let's see if this one works just as good. Especially now that we have that like reduction to, we have like seemingly way more magazine. Bop, 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 bop. Eventually it should stack in harmony, and actually I feel like, yeah, no, definitely what do you call it, Reaper of Bones does have its place, because it does make that faster. I wonder if, do we have anything? Oh no, wait, we have that. Oh, we're not using that. Yeah, so we're not gonna benefit anything from that. So so yeah, are there any Stabbomancer enchantments that affect Blade Storm, whatever the one is called? Yeah, we have the full health one. I wonder if we coupled that with one more thing. I just want to try one more thing, and then we're done, boys. We're done after this one thing. Where are you? Oh, is my HUD fucked up? Why can't I find my one thing? It's purple. I may not. This may be hard to see. There we go. I want to see if this one works in conjunction as well. We'll need significantly more skill points. If we were to have a tri class. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure of how they would use that. I think it'd be cool if they eventually added that. The ability to basically like overwrite your spell and just have 2 action abilities. That could be fun. Granted, I think it's kind of like also like, well, shouldn't there be another just button that replaces? Like, I would rather overwrite my melee. If it meant I could throw a spell, like, you know, like I would hope there's a choice in what you can like devour to use 2 action skills and keep your spell or throw your melee, because sometimes you're like, well, I never use my melee ever, dude. Let me have a choice in which one I don't want access to. But also there's limited buttons on a controller, so I understand they're like, well, kind of gotta figure it out. Also there's ways to make more buttons though, so we'll do this, start meleeing, break my shield. Not too much. Not too much. Yeah, see, there's that. Then there's moments like that, yeah. I felt better. I don't know what changed. I don't know why we hurt him more. But yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think I was definitely, like, my main egg on my face is the fact that we were playing on intense. And I had a feeling that might be why things were so skewed, but I didn't think that much. Like, we were getting bodied badly, like one shot all the time, as well as our damage would just crater at times. I think it's because when you're playing against elite enemies in the chaos chambers, you get like 30 different types of health bars, and one of those health bars was not getting affected, whether it's because we were doing cryo at the time, I think, and dark magic, to where I think some health bars like corrosive armor and stuff have like heavy resistance against those two. So we were doing good damage, nuking things, and then eventually just, and then when you're playing on regular, I think the resistances are significantly lessened, so you're actually able to play and have fun with melee. But that's a good takeaway. Who would have thought if like a lot of the melee builds people could have been playing and been like, this sucks so much, but it's because the person naturally plays on regular and not you know, the hardest possible difficulty. Also, you don't get a lot from playing on hard mode either. Yeah, you get like more moon ore, but that's it. More moon ore, maybe more money. I just melted Banshee, good lord. Luke says he is the rough. What, the rogue? Oh, he's right, the rogue. Yeah, sorry, no, yeah, I know Stalomancer's supposed to be the rogue. Yeah, I was talking about. I thought there was something that's supposed to be like a mixture of. I think it's what it's called, spell shot. Spell shot. I was supposed to be, I think, like the idea of like a spell sword, but spell shot is like spell and gun. So yeah. Didn't even need to play the duck and jump minute mechanic. Nice. Luke says, I got a primordial Ragnarok dark magic. Do you? Wait, isn't that one you already, didn't you give me that one? Or did you give me a cryo one? You got a cryo? Luke, can I have, before we end the stream, can I invite you? I would love that, because that would be something I also want to test. Even though I think it could, well, I think it's just going to look iconic for Krieg. Like a blood thread that you're constantly whipping around. I feel like that's going to be a pretty iconic thing. Invite, or accept invite. That'd just be Zane in Wonderlands, since he replaces his grenade spell with a second action skill. Yeah, well, I think that to me is fun. Like if you would use like Dreadwind's Slam or Berserker's both of his action skills in tandem, I think that'd be sick. Like to do like a smash and then just start spinning right from the smash and kind of like stay in third person for a hot minute. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. God damn, look at it. It's also got the amp. I thought the amp skill is actually way good. Melee attacks amp for damage for your next 3 gunshots. Yeah, that can actually help the pixies too. Perfect. Thank you so much, Luke. I appreciate you. I'm out. I'll do more testing, but yeah, like our build now can be pushed off in the ethos. But granted, I also am happy that like my biggest fear with our build and what was pissing me off so much is that we needed so much high damage that it made things so painfully hard. So if you like, for me, I'm like, we need to invest in survivability, but if I take off our survivability, we lose out on all of our damage, and we need that damage because enemies need to be dropped and they're far too tanky to begin with. But it was just because we were playing on intense, so the whole game was scaled against us. So fuck. But now we can actually build accurately. I don't want to brick the 2 videos I made today. I just may make an editor's note at the beginning that says, so I was playing on Elite, and if you're playing on Elite and making a melee build, it's basically like what the wonderful person who came in here and said, it's like, I don't know, something about getting stung with bees a lot. It was horrible. It seems like a horrible nightmare, all right? But, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday's Thursday. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm off to go eat some food. Thank you kindly for your time. There is a video out on the Brothers GRINN channel. It's breaking down the new happenings within the hotfix. Go check that out if you so desire. Yes. Also, I'm not sure what video will come out tomorrow. I got a couple in the bank right now, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I got a lot to test and fuck around with. Thank you so much for all the people who like donated to the cause of my nightmare hell. Which honestly was a self-inflicted nightmare. Again, I can't say that enough, that it's just the insaneness of intensity difficulty that made everything scale really, really odd. Granted, I still think there's problems within melee. Like there's not a really good answer for range damage, which maybe with SwordSplosion and Executioner's Blade, that could help. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully I can see you guys in the next video for tomorrow. Thank you kindly, and goodbye.